What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hobby Goblins Cave Reps right here at Counterspell Games in Jacksonville, Florida. We've got a special guest in town tonight. You guys might know him as Dean P in chat. Well, we know him as Dean P in the studio too. Same guy.
Yep.
Turns out. Same exact dude. And we've got some beautiful Tyranids on the table tonight. Subterranean Assault.
Subterranean Assault?
Aha!
Yeah.
You got it.
Say almost like I made the assets. And then Dan over here on Saga of the Beastslayer, another one of these new Space Wolf detachments. I know we're chomping at the bit to get through all these detachments and see just how these new Thunder puppies work.
I gotta play them poorly so they don't get nerfed.
Yeah, you're definitely the barometer.
They're watching
for
me.
that,
They're
right?
watching me. They got their finger on the pulse over here.
100%.
I'm just trying to see what I can get sent to Legends again, just like those Hyrule. Last time I played them here, week later, they're like, nope, they're gone.
And somewhere along the line, GW sent me to Legends. I might be in the new codex.
Yep, yeah, man. You'll be in the 11th
Find
edition.
For sure. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
Ooh, I think I like it, but I also have play going second. So
I think I want you to go first for sure.
yeah, you're a melee armor. You want me to go first and get closer,
and reduce your uppy downy shenanigans stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely good to know. I tell you what, we don't have a producer in house. Luke! Let's take a look at these armies.
It's not Luke. It's right here.
Let's take a look at these armies.
Oh yeah, starting with the wolves. We got the Saga of the Beastslayer tonight. Starting with my epic heroes, I got Bjorn, the Fell-Handed. Of course, with the Hellfrost Cannon, I always bring him with that because it's a double flamer, pretty nasty there. I have Logan Grimnar, of course, leading 5 Wolfguard Terminators. It says 10 there, but yeah, it's just 5. Don't worry about that. Then I have an Iron Priest, of course, to give rapid fire to that repulsor that's going to be packed with my battle leader and 10 blood claws. Then I have a wolf priest that is wolf touched so that he can lead those wolfen. 10 of
I
those.
didn't touch any wolves, priests, or otherwise.
That's not what I heard. Then we got 5 infiltrators just to deny that deep sea assault thingy. That's got a subterranean assault thing that's coming my way. And then I have 3 packs of Thunder Wolf Cavalry, 2 6-packs, 1 3-pack, 2 Fenrising Wolves, 5 packs each. And yeah, like I said, the repulsor that's going to be packed with my anti-vehicle stuff, you know, the big strength, heavy-hitting vehicle weapon stuff, and then with the blood claws inside. That's my list. Only 5 Terminators.
Fingerfuffle in the house. We're bringing a Subterranean Assault, the new detachment that just came out with the last data slate. We have none other than the Swarm Lord leading the detachment, along with Old One-Eye. He brought some friends. I normally don't play with them, but this time around we're going to bring 2 Carnifexes with Crushing Claws, Devourers, Spine Banks, and Bioplasma. I also have a Trigun that has been upgraded to being a character as being a Trigun Prime. As part of the new detachment, you can do that with 2 of them. It gives them a boost, makes them synapse, it makes them hit on 2s, makes them damage 3. We also have 2 squads of gargoyles, can't leave home without them. They shoot and scoot, they have deep strike, they're OC2. They have some interesting tricks in this play as well. I've got a Biovore, again, staple in all lists because you can't just throw scores around. I've got a pair of Lictors, see the previous statement, with their free rapid ingress and precision, so I can come after some of those characters. 2 Exocrines, both of those are heavy hitters. They're good at shooting Marines. They're pretty solid. I've got a Maliceptor, who's here just to give that -1 to hit aura, also similar shooting to the Exocrines, and just kind of that 4-up and on the tank a whole bunch of stuff. 2 squads of the Raveners, the new sets, and a Tyrannifex with a Rupture Cannon.
Very nice. And we have a producer. What's up? Welcome to the studio, Luke. Great to see you, my friend.
Thanks for letting me shoot him with your Tyrannifex.
Guess what I didn't
He's gonna be
do?
the first one to die.
I know.
I didn't update the mission in the assets, but tonight we're going to be playing Purge the Foe on
Hammer and Anvil.
Hammer and Anvil deployment. So
Super simple.
That's where it's at.
Hold more, kill more.
Beautiful.
Pretty easy stuff. Guys, thank you for popping on to the stream, hanging out with us while we get our game of 40k in on this fine Saturday afternoon. Absolutely appreciate you spending your time with us today. If you like what we're doing, make sure you do hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop some comments on the videos on demand. All wonderful ways to help us grow this channel. Speaking of growing this channel, absolutely, you see the trifecta of the Gob Squad t-shirts today. Big love to the Gob Squad, our community right here on YouTube. These guys have been incredibly helpful in helping us grow this channel, both in terms of, equipment cost, right? Some of our traveling costs when we got to get out there and visit with those tabletop titans, right? But also just being here, hanging out, interacting with us in chat. Look, motivation to do the thing is possibly the most important element at play. So absolutely thank you so much, Gob Squad. We love you. We appreciate you. And we hope to see you guys tomorrow night for my birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, that's tomorrow.
If this game goes long enough to where it rolls into my birthday, we've done something wrong. Right. Well, thank you guys again so very much. Now let's get into some good old-fashioned, fisticuffs here. What are we saying?
I got to
Snakes
roll
don't
up.
have fists.
Well, I guess you're starting at a disadvantage.
They're afraid.
What do we got here?
Oh no!
Oh no! Yep.
All
right.
They do not have fists.
Can't stop the grind.
All right, so because these are CP counters,
Yep.
we with Bjorn on the table gives me that 2 CP to start with. Love it. And can I please see what secondaries I have?
Looking for secondaries here. Getting it ready now.
We're
and
rolling.
we have
We are
recover
rolling.
assets and sabotage.
Cover assets and okay, I know how to do those. Cool. So recover assets, sabotage. Recover assets actually is that the one where I do it in 3?
It's the 3 different zones, and then this was changed because it now completes at the end of your turn. Sabotage still completes at the end of my turn. That's do an action within a terrain piece not in your deployment zone. You get more points if you do it in my deployment zone.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And again, purge. So kill more is not on the table, and obviously we don't do score more because we're not scoring primary objectives. But kill is on the table still, so 4 points is in play on turn 1.
And when do you drop your tunnel?
It's whenever. So, subterranean assault. Whenever any of my burrower units, which is the 2 Raveners and the Trigon, whenever they arrive from reserves, which includes one of the stratagems where I can go from one tunnel to another, is arriving from reserves.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I then put down a token within an inch of that model. That token then triggers, it has to be outside of 6 of you, and then it triggers
And this is all at the end of your movement phase?
it's whenever they arrive.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, so generally it'll be end of
Generally,
movement phase. I'll double check on the timing.
But if you go
the-
from tunnel to tunnel, is that just movement?
I'm gonna
phase?
double check that one.
Oh, that's so
I know
cool.
I know I can move.
Cool.
So I can move to get within range of a tunnel, then use the strat to jump in the tunnel and pop out in a different tunnel.
Gotcha.
So, but if all 3, so for example, if all 3 of the tunneler units pop out in the same turn, I can drop 3 tunnel tokens.
Cool.
And they could each come out of each other's tunnel tokens as they go around. Trigon does still have his standard, can arrive within 6 but can't charge.
Gotcha.
So if I really wanted to get spicy, I could pop him up 6, drop a token right next to him, then be popping out Raveners just outside of 6 to drop out tokens. Like
That is indeed spicy.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some moves. Any scout moves, anything like that?
no scout moves.
All right, getting right into the movement phase. Let's go ahead and shout out these fine folks in chat with us. First up, the mayor. What's going on, White Chocolate? Great to see you. Have a great game. Good to see Dean on stream.
Thank you,
we
thank you.
agree. Definitely. Again, Dean, thank you so much for making the trip down here to join us this week for my birthday.
It's
Absolutely
normal
love it.
to travel further south in the hotter parts of the year, right? You always go south.
Yeah.
It's natural migratory methods.
We've got Curse Cowboy in chat as well. He says, let's go, Dean P. Dean P. Johnny Zed here pulls up a seat, gets the popcorn out.
Yep.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days, Johnny Z? What's going on? Great to see you, my friend. We've got JPC in here.
So do that before you move.
Go Nids, down with wolves. Man, looks like Dean's getting some big love in chat tonight.
Yeah.
Got Cursed Cowboy
the
calling
wolves.
for the double bad touch, and well, we have to meet his demands, as that is followed by 10 gifted memberships. What's up, Cursed Cowboy? Thank you so much for that support. That's the Gob Squad we're talking about right there, man.
That's the number one
Absolutely
Space Wolf fan
appreciate
right
it.
there. Thank you.
Of course, shout out to all of those new Gob Squad members coming in here. I see Vanguard Tactics Jake getting a gifted membership. Make sure you say hello, Jake.
Jake.
We'll put it on this guy. Tyranids.
Sure.
Got Swamp Goblin Gaming in here. Looks like his membership badge fell off, but you know he is leading up that new order, this chapter of the Goblins Force. I'm always going to say hello to him. Appreciate the birthday salutations. Muzzbuzz, good morning to you, sir. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate the happy birthday, Johnny said. We've got almost functional gaming. Finally,
Tunnel Network is at end of movement.
finally, a wolf has stood up for his canine brethren. Almost functional $5 super chat says, "Slay those beasts, Dan. Write your mighty saga." He already wrote his
There's a
mighty
members
saga,
only joke
though.
there.
His saga's been written. You haven't heard about the Twilight books?
Team Edward. What?
That's right. Where have you been, Loca?
What?
On top of the Gob Squad in chat, we have quite a few other looks like newer members of chat. Great to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm gonna advance.
All right, we're putting this one away.
They all do the same thing, though.
Then we'll put those away as they come out.
I will end them as well.
All right, yeah, that's it.
Oh no, you cooled it off?
Yes. They'll pick up your dice every time you roll them.
All right. So just getting our Wolfen up there, Bjorn in there. I'm up supercharging my repulsor, although it doesn't have anything to shoot at right now because you're pretty well hidden. So my Iron Priest is actually going to go this way towards the terrain so that he can sabotage. And now all my infantry moves 7. That's why I'm moving so much, if you're curious about that.
And you did make it outside of your
Yeah, just outside of there. Pretty cool. I should have thought about bringing it out here because I always got to.
If you go to the middle, you tag it, I might be able to shoot you.
Sure.
Sabotage is the one that still retained the until next turn clause. So.
And he's got lone up, so no indirect. Death Guard.
Quick reminder to you fine folks out there not currently in the Gob Squad. Make sure that you do check your settings and make sure it does allow for you to receive gifted memberships. That way you can get behind that paywall, join us for our deployment streams and for our content planning meetings. Next content planning meeting this Thursday. I actually had to reschedule this previous one. So this Thursday coming up, we're going to be picking out our matches. So
Super
definitely make
secret
sure you get involved.
squirrel project.
Doomsayer, welcome to chat, asking a terribly stupid question. Oh, wait a second, there are no stupid questions, only stupid people. That's not the expression.
How dare you?
Doomsayer asks, is Dan using Gladius or Stormlands?
Yes, he's using both at the same time.
I'm playing the fun ones, okay?
You know, Dan is a space wolf through and through.
They're happy wolves. They're glad.
He's not
and
gonna.
and they're storm wolves. So it's like a Stormlands.
He's not going to play Space Marines cosplaying as Space Wolves. He's going to play Space Wolves.
Yeah, I mean.
He's going to wear the wolf fursuit, not the fursuit on top of the helmet.
I feel like the people playing Stormlands or Gladius with a bunch of Wolfen and Thunderwolves are going to be the same ones crying when they get nerfed. But, you know, you know what? It's fine. Play how you want. My theory though is that the Space Marine 2 or whatever 2.0, if the rumored upgrade is coming up, I think they should completely separate.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's talk about that. A rumored new codex for Space Marines? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's been all around.
Well,
like in the like roadmaps, they have like
Pictures
images
of
of like a
specific ones.
salamander.
Yeah.
So either they're making more like specific chapter, Space Marine codexes, or they're going to make a new Space
Kind of
Marine
like how they
codex,
did at
something
the
like
end
that.
of 8th, where they had the Space Marine 2 book that had the specialist attachments in it, like
Interesting.
right at the very end of the edition.
So I think I would be more inclined to see, rather than a full reboot of the book, a more specific detachment treatments for like your White Scars, your Salamanders, your stuff like that. I feel like producing an entire
Book
new
for
codex.
2 extra data sheets that then share a million other data sheets.
I feel like that in some way is kind of being like, hey, sorry, we messed up the first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Repulsor. Beep beep, I'm a Jeep.
Repulsor only moves,
Only 27 inches.
I think it's 10, but I want to be sure
Yeah, that's what
for
I
you. 10. So yeah, my thoughts is, and I know there's a lot of naysayers about this, especially my Space Wolf fans out there that love playing the Stormlance and Gladius, but I think they should separate. Like, if you're bringing a Space Wolf specific unit, you can't play a
The
detachment
codex detachment stuff.
from the
Yeah.
Codex book, because like that, it just like, and again, play how you want, whatever. But in my own head, the lore is that the Space Wolves are like anti-Codex.
Right.
So if you're playing according to the rules, it's like, man, you're licking the boot
Yeah.
instead of peeing on it, you know? Okay. I got all my stuff down. Do I want to bring Logan in turn 1 and really be hyper aggressive? I could bring him in over here and pretty much only be touched by 1 Exocrine. Maybe the Maliceptor can get out here and get an ugly charge. But I know that if he wants to come out with the Exocrine, that's going to just bring him closer to my Wolfen. Let's do that, because I could bring my Vect in early. Logan, deep striking, turn 1. Super fun. And getting on... Actually, let's... Yeah, let's stay on the objective. Wait, Purge the Foe, do you max at 8?
It's hold more. That's it.
What's going on, Jessen Bateman? I only came to see Dan the Man.
Hey.
Stormlance.
Stormland. Came to see Dan Stormland. Oh.
We got Johnny Zed here as well, dropping some real heat here. He says the deer population is controlled by releasing wolves into an area. All problems should be solved that way. Too much pollution? Release wolves in factories. Dislike Congress? Wolves. Want to lose weight? That's right, wolves. I love it, Johnny Zed.
All right, I think I'm done with all my movement. I have no shooting, no charges, because I made sure because I have to drop outside of 9 and also outside of line of sight. I didn't really want to get too close. I guess I could have dropped right here and gone for the 9-inch charge. How dangerously do I want to live tonight? I mean, do you want to...
You're not playing Saga of the Bold. You're Saga of the Beastslayer. If you're playing Saga of the Bold, I'd be egging you on and be like, that's not very bold of you.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. That's my movements. I am going to sabotage with the Iron Priest.
Sure.
And then recover assets with Bjorn and the Infiltrators.
Sure.
That's 2 locations there.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
And then the recover asset scores now.
Yes.
Because it is now end of turn instead of...
3 points.
That was... Character sabotage.
Yeah, 3 points for recover, and sabotage is in progress. And then moving on to Dean's turn, I go to 3 CP.
I also go to 3 CP because the Swarm Lord's on the table. At the end of turn, I am going to pull these Raveners off, especially now that Logan's on the board, so I don't have to screen Deep Strike.
How
I
dare
do
you.
have to consider screening that, though.
I do have other stuff.
Yep. All right, I have no command phase buffs because, again, no Neuro Tyrant. Some interesting variation on my list. I don't super like a bunch of Terminators being right there. How fast do these gentlemen move?
6.
So they move 6. Can they advance and charge?
No.
Okay.
Saga of the Beastslayer has fallback in charge.
His fallback in charge, but not advance in charge. Okay. Wolfen move like 10, 8,
9.
9. There's a number in there. Do they have advance in charge?
No.
I should probably just sum it up. Does anybody in the army have advance in
Nothing
charge?
in my army has advance in charge, and I don't have a CP for that either. Oh, sorry. I'm lying. Blood Claws have it
Oh, okay, cool.
innately in their data sheet. So
Cool.
yes, what's in here can advance in charge.
Got it. Alrighty. Definitely something to consider. Oh, secondaries. Yeah.
Area denial and overwhelming force.
Area denial
Area
and
denial.
overwhelming
Oh,
force.
I do have Uppy Downy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, this one does not have a fallback in charge either.
This is just
This one has
lies.
I have a reactive move and a blood surge move though.
Okay, so
reactive move
yeah.
is if you end a move, advance or fallback move within 9 inches of any Adeptus Astartes unit.
Yeah.
If it's a infantry if it's a Space Wolf infantry or Thunderwolf cavalry, it's full 6. I could move up to 6.
Sure.
If it's anything else, is D6. And then I have the impetuosity. Your shooting phase, 1 Wolfen or Bloodclaw unit, so Wolfen or Bloodclaws that are in here, they get a D6 blood surge move, and they can end in engagement range.
Okay. Good to know.
How's chat looking? Space Wolves, where you at?
Yeah, you
Share
got
with your friends.
you got another Space Wolf fan joining in chat as well. I mean, I think right now Space Wolves are leading the charge with expected to win 75% votes. No pressure.
We got the cool, shiny new codex, though.
Thunderwolves move 12, move 10.
12.
12.
They lost their blood surge move.
They gave it to the
The
Blood
loot.
Claws.
Yeah, and only in this detachment, and only, and it does cost a CP. Also, the Fenrisian Wolves have a reactive move as well, D6.
Sure. I think we take the bait that way. Yeah, I think we do. I will move Excrin. He's gonna, I guess he moves 6 because he's gonna have to pivot. He walks through the wall.
Oh, you got.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, that for days.
So, alright. I think we. What kind of combat strats do you have? Like,
+1 to wound.
okay.
Remember, I have lethal against all your
You're always
monsters
gonna be
and-
lethal,
and characters. I can advance through your
Run through models?
Through models, yeah.
Okay,
If that's a CP. Pinning fire, that's a shooting. If I have 2, that you're not going to see that. So I mean, I can't explain it for chat real quick. I have pinning fire. My shooting phase, 1 Adeptus Astartes unit that has not been selected to shoot until the end of the phase. After your unit has shot, select 1 enemy character, monster, or vehicle unit hit by them, and you get -2 to your move and your charge roll.
Okay.
But I have to shoot you and then hit you with the CP. But yeah, pretty much my only combat strat is the +1 to wound. I also have an Uppy Downy.
You do have an Uppy Downy.
Yeah, end of the fight phase, 1 Space Wolves unit from your army that is wholly within 9 inches. Wholly within 9 inches of 1 or more battlefield edges and not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units.
So you walk off like the Votan bikes.
Like the Votan bikes, but it is a CP, yeah.
Big thank you to Muzzbuzz gifting 5 Australian. Heresy, I know, but how would you convert Wolf Cav to not have Marines on Wolves? I'm here for Space Vikings. The Wolf riding, I'm not keen on.
I thought he was going to say he wants the wolves to be riding on the backs of the Space Marines.
That's a great point. But no, how would you convert that? Basically, a cavalry unit. I mean, you'd probably want to still put them on a bike or something, even if they're not on a wolf.
Well, I think I have a solution that I've done it. If you don't want them riding it, especially because the models that came with the riding, with the Thunderwolf Cavalry, they're very small. Like even comparing them to regular like Blood Claws, the original Blood Claws, they're just really stumpy. No offense out there, but my solution to that was, instead of having the tiny Marines, especially if I was going to start upscaling my stuff, because I do have like Assault Intercessor sized Blood Claws, because I've already been converting Assault Intercessors into Blood Claws for a while now, I guess kind of pre-anticipating the change there. But what I did with my Thunderwolves to quickly get to my answer is I have a Assault Intercessor next to my Thunderwolf. So do you have the dash or the dice cam up? It probably doesn't work that well, but also on my Instagram or Facebook, we have it's just a Assault Intercessor next to the wolf instead of riding it. So just get rid of the mini Marine, leave him with the saddle there, because the saddle, it'll be hard to model out, especially...
Or hear me out. Cut off the head of the Space Wolf and make a Space Marine Minotaur with a wolf body.
You know?
For more bad ideas, make sure you tune in to each and every stream.
Especially, that was a good idea, especially the guy that was trying to get away from the wolf stuff. He wants some Viking coolness.
Shout out to one of my teammates, Clark. He plays Space Wolves, and his Thunderwolves, he uses non-GW models.
Are they like those big werewolf things?
He uses the wolf, the Circle of Ouroboros werewolves from War Machine, or Warhammer Hordes, from Hordes. He uses those, puts them on the big bases, sort of thing, and he's got a very heavy werewolf theme across his entire army, and that's one of the ways he gets around the wolf riders, and he just makes them into werewolves instead.
Nice.
So just to talk it through, did some shimmying. I did put the sacrificial exocrine kind of out in the open. He'll get some shots downrange. Where I'm set up anyways, you're going to be trying to make in deep charges turn 1, so I'm going to, or turn 2. So I'm just going to try and gum up the works a little bit. You're going to kill monsters. I'd rather force you to kill the monsters that I'm willing to give you rather than the ones you necessarily want to. I've got some
Make you
support.
think it's your idea. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got some support going on here, including the backup exocrine that's loaded up. And the Tyranids doesn't really have a good target. He was just in danger. Very problematic being over here next to the Terminators that hopefully will not be there when I finish shooting them in a second. The Raveners, they came back down. Go ahead.
I didn't tell you their ability. Do you know their ability? They don't have any reactive move or anything, but I mean, I guess for the CP, it's -1 to wound if your strength is higher than their toughness.
Okay, cool.
Their T5, it's strength 9, right?
Strength 9, so I'll be wounding on 4s instead of 3s. Yep. Cool. And then I brought the Raveners down in, and I put the token an inch away from them over here, so it's kind of centralized back here before.
Super cool.
We had talked about the tunnel tricks. Yep. So and they continue to screen out that corner. I will respect the fact that you have things in strategic reserve rather than deep strike, so I have to watch my corner flanks and stuff like that where I can. So we'll go to shooting. Again, other than your Blood Claws, you have no advance in charge, correct?
No advance in charge.
All right, cool. So Spore Mines are a problem in this mission. Guess what, chat? It's my fault. It's actually the randomizer's fault. Purge this is the worst mission to have a Spore Mine. They are just a liability. So they will just be a gun this turn. I have, and remind me, I had Area Denial and Overwhelming, so kill things on objectives. All right. Area is just going to be I did measure it. I originally had thought about if he could move a little bit faster, I'd go for the small area maybe, and then sacrifice him. He'll be way over there, so it'd be like, cool, blow him up, like, over there, please. But didn't quite make the distance, so that's probably going to just end up being a CP. No turn 1 deep strikes for me. I did not take that enhancement, so we just go to a little bit of shooting, and then we'll move it over. Let's start with the exocrine. He's going to shoot at his 1 target. It's going to be D6 plus 3 plus 1 for blast.
Yep.
4. No minuses to hit, though, correct?
No minuses to hit.
Okay.
You're good.
So hitting on 3s. I have no strats or anything I do. It's mostly located around using or coming out of the tunnels and stuff like that. So it's just going to be 3s.
Another thing I love about our detachments for Space Wolves, not one Armor of Contempt in any of the detachments.
Really?
Yep. So like
Playing straight up Warhammer
that just
over
auto
here?
use
Okay.
every turn. Yeah.
Rerolling 1s for the detachment,
Very cool.
which is so good. Like, that is a Swarm Lord, not a Tyrant, so that was not a lethal. So Strength 9 would be 3s, but as discussed, -1 to wounds, so 4s. No rerolls here, though,
Helping
unfortunately.
big time there.
Oof. All right. It's just 1. -3.
And that cuts.
3 damage.
Damage 3, so it leaves 1 on 1.
Perfect. Now for the shame of dying to a bioform.
Oh no! He's gonna do it!
D3 + 1. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s because it's indirect, but
Wait, what gun is this? Oh,
It's
you're
the
shooting the
Biovore.
Biovore indirect.
Indirect
I thought-
Biovore.
Doesn't he have like little...
nope, no, that's
I'm thinking
the
of
Tyrannifex.
this.
Tyrannifex has his big gun and then he has Stinger Stockpile.
Right. The 18-shot thing, right?
Yep. So 4s, it's heavy, but it doesn't matter because it's indirect. So 4s, rerolling 1s. I said rerolling 1s.
Ah!
That's good talk. Every time. I think that's all my guns. They're doing that. So yeah, so we're just gonna get ourselves a nice little. Can't get ourselves a CP because I have a Swarm Lord. I'm just gonna
You
get
already
rid of.
regenerated it?
So we're just gonna get rid of those secondaries because they don't do a thing.
Cool. And then I did get my 3 for
And you
sabotage.
get your sabotage because he was blown up. Otherwise, I would have shot at him.
What's up, KR Quintero? Thanking Curse Cowboy for the gifted membership. Absolutely great to see you back in the club with us
Welcome
here.
back
homie.
to the God Squad.
Nice.
Sure, those gifted memberships really, really help out the channel. This is a great example of that being the case.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Move on to turn.
So we do have a challenger.
We have a challenger to start with. Yeah.
That starts at turn 2?
Starts turn
Starts
2.
at turn 2.
Sheesh.
6
Because
point
I am
difference.
that far behind.
All right, this challenger card is Focused Effort.
You got the
All right, so that's going to be a stratagem burst of speed. All right,
is the top
one
one?
unit from your army, excluding units that made a move this phase. Your unit can make a normal move of up to D6 and cannot move again this phase.
Oh, sure. Everybody gets shoot and scoot
Yep.
at the end of the
And
shoot.
then, of course, the secondary mission for 3 VP. Models in 2 or more units from your army made 1 or more attacks against the same enemy unit this turn, and models in that enemy unit lost 1 or more wounds as a result of those attacks.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, you know what? I dig that. It's a really
Yeah.
nice way to keep someone in the game instead of like the losing player just like snowballing
Yeah,
into, into a
I'm
bad
definitely a
game.
big fan of the challenger cards so far
While
that
we
I've
were
seen.
painting, we were watching a Titans episode where Gilliman got a challenger card, moved like 26 inches after his charge to get into a fight.
He got a 2d6 movement plus his normal movement plus he was in assault doctrine, so he advanced on top of
Oh,
that.
my goodness.
He just YOLO'd across the board to go and charge into a
Maybe
riptide.
they should exclude Primarchs, you know?
All right, and then your secondaries, if you choose to accept.
I do.
Or if you don't as well. Secure No Man's Land and Area Denial.
Okay.
First
so-
person in chat saying challenge cards are trash.
Who is that? Doomsayer?
My verdict is still out.
Who's that, Doomsayer?
It's actually a non-member. I have a feeling that
Thank
they
you,
could be a
non-member, for
problem.
your chat.
Right. It is another layer of RNG on a
It
game
is.
that's already rife with it. Right. So I'm not too inclined to disagree with you yet, but I also can't completely
They're
can't completely agree.
I'm so sorry. What was my second? I had
area and
denial?
secure.
Secure.
So, having now played with them a couple games and seen them played and what have you. Oh yeah, do you want to change your oath?
We had
targets
like
or anything?
purge stuff too, right?
Yeah, so your purge, you're gonna get.
no
you're
one
gonna
killed
get
anything.
Nobody killed anything for primary.
But I'm holding more.
So you're holding and holding more, so you're
it's
gonna get
8?
8.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you got your.
That's going on him.
I wonder why.
I think we knew that.
My personal opinions, and I've heard this float around a little bit. I think the 6-point differential might be a little bit too generous. I think it should probably be 8 or maybe 10. Because
I agree with.
Because at either 8 or 10, then the winning player, because there's some armies that can just play defensively for 2 turns, always be behind, but keep that behind gap a little bit closer with that basically guaranteed 3 points. And then, well, I'm going second, so I'm not just going to surge out on turn 3, table you, and oh, look, I was behind for 2 turns, and now I just dominated because you scored some points. So having it as like a
I have a
8 or
question about
10.
those challenger cards. They can only be used in the turn that they're drawn.
Correct. Yeah, if I don't use this by the end, if I don't do this by the end of my turn, which actually, technically speaking, ignore that this exists, Dan. You don't know this. We technically draw it in your command phase, so you can't plan around this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It does say at the top of the battle round.
The challenger is declared, but then the challenger card is drawn at the command phase of whoever is the challenger.
Well, that's interesting though, because there's some of them that would be like, you might want it on your opponent.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I think, having not read through all of them, I don't know if any of them have the win as being in your opponent's turn. I would hope none are, given that stipulation. But yeah, the challenger is checked for at the beginning of the battle round. And then the card is technically not drawn until, because if Dan wants to, he can then just go, okay, cool, I'm going to make sure only ever one of your units anywhere can see me.
Right.
And just be like, now you can't score those 3 points. Because
Yeah,
I just
but then
don't.
I'm like-
It's hard to do.
But
Like most of them
you
are.
do have access to the stratagem,
And then you can use
if
the
he
stratagem.
closes you out on those points.
Yeah, that's true.
So it does have benefit either way.
Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I've heard a little bit floating around having the points differential be a little bit wider, being 8 or 10 points, because that means, because 6 points behind, like if Dan scores one of the 6-point secondaries, and I don't score a secondary, well, congrats, I'm now the challenger. Like, that doesn't mean I'm
No, I
6
agree
points
with you.
behind. Isn't
I think
yeah.
that cruising up to 8 or a 10-point differential
Yeah.
might be a value. I also, not all challenger cards are created the same. Some of them are kind of fun.
Yeah.
Some of them are kind of valuable.
Some of them are literally
of them
just
are-
exist, you get 3 points.
Oh, right. Well, some of them
Yeah.
are also like, in the right circumstance can be just absolutely game changing.
Yeah.
Right?
The secondary, or the
extra
stratagems.
movement strats,
yeah.
right? Those things can be actually like game changing if they happen to line up at the right time.
It's very true. I know there's a go through wall. Any unit can go through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Giving that to my gunline. Oh, now Swarmlord's going to walk through this wall and be like, "Hello, Thunderwolves that were way over there in the corner away from me. I am now here." Like the ability to do some of those, it makes it interesting. So.
Steve says everyone has a plan until Gilliman makes a 24-inch charge.
Yeah, everyone has a plan until Gilliman moves 12 or 2 feet across the 4-foot table.
These guys want to stretch back.
I do think that they are better than Gambits. I
Yeah.
do think that they are better than
Secret missions.
Secret Missions as well.
By far.
So, I mean, it is a step in the right direction, but I also wonder if the steps are pointless. I wonder if you need a catch-up mechanic in there at all.
Sometimes I don't know. I'm primarily a tournament player, and I can definitely say I've played games where I've just been cold decking on my secondaries and be like, well, that's cool. I'm glad you keep getting 2 of the speaking of the RNG, I'm glad your RNG not only just we don't want to blame dice, but we can also then have a deck of cards on top of our dice.
I don't mind blaming dice.
I blame dice constantly. Math hates me.
And silver lining,
It's my
now you
forte.
get to blame cards too. right?
That's why I said I don't blame dice. I blame math. It's
Blaming
both.
dice is my forte.
It can be a little bit disheartening to like want, because like when you're playing with your friends or something like that, you can always just be like, you know what, whatever, let's just re-rack. You've just destroyed me turn 1. Let's run that back. Let's just try that again. You can't really do that in a tournament. And if you're just like, oh well, I went second or I went first, and then I got 2 bad secondaries, and you got 2 perfect secondaries, well, this is doubly oppressive. I would love. Oh, even if I got best secondaries after that, I'm still just that far behind. These give you that little potential to like give you that spur. It's the 9-inch charge,
Yeah.
but in points.
I just think that
So.
like what Cursed Cowboy is saying there. Cursed Cowboy says, I think Secret Missions and the lack of them being played is a prime example. You don't need to add more to the game. And
Well, Secret Missions-
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Yeah, Secret Missions and Gambits were both effectively impossible.
They
This
were
is a
very
weird
bad.
180.
They were very, very bad.
Yeah, they were very bad except when they weren't. Like, every Grey Knights and Custodes player will tell you, please don't take away Secret Missions. That's how we won games. I like my 20-point turn for existing because I teleported into a spot. Like, those sort of things. I've only ever done 1 Secret Mission, and I was on a game I was tabling somebody. I did it because I was behind, because I wasn't pulling primary, but I was just dominating game-wise. And I was like, you know what? For funsies, I'll do a Secret Mission. I was playing Chaos Knights. I took the have more battle line, and I killed his 1 squad of infantry. And I was like, well, here's my 20 points. It makes up for me getting 0 primary for the first 2 turns. So, yeah, 6 one half, half dozen the other. I think these are an interesting 180 from the Gambits and Secret Missions, where those felt like they did nothing or they were just super win more, whereas these are just like, they just are free points almost, it feels
You
like.
are including Bjorn's CP bonus, right?
Yeah, he's at 5 now.
At 5,
Yeah.
and what do we have him tracking here? There we go.
I'm at 4.
Appreciate that, chat.
Big old floppy 5. Because I don't really have much to spend it on just yet.
Both you guys are just hoarding CP.
Yeah, we are definitely hoarding.
Welcome to the Check Your Privilege stream, CP edition.
We're definitely about to smash this turn
Yeah.
now. I don't have anything to shoot again.
Oh, so you're done with movement?
Yes.
Okay. And let's double check your screening.
I didn't get.
I have a Lictor hole.
said
Maybe
it.
not. Maybe not.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
I got a Lictor hole.
By the way, Eric, if you're still in chat, I did bring your
12-inch
gorilla
photo
shirt
there.
up here because you left it at my house last night.
Week 3.
You seen that shirt, Dan?
Which? Oh yeah, the one he wore last Saturday.
No, it's a different one.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, White Chocolate got him a shirt that that says, "I may not be a gorilla, but I could beat off 100 guys."
Let's. Yeah. I think I will spend 1 and I will rapid ingress.
Do it.
And we're gonna bring Trigon Prime over here. No. So this is 12
GP
inches
with
away.
his award-winning Tyranids.
Yeah.
-1.
Got a flex on us.
Did you find my drop rules?
I did not. But I also don't normally bring in both squads at the same time, so had I not found them, then
No, I was just saying, I think I took those on those.
might take them. That's fine. So yeah, he's outside of 12, so he's not an eligible target to charge, but you can always pile some of them in if you roll big.
Cool.
And he dropped a tunnel,
He did. All right.
so
Shooting, I got none. We're just gonna. I mean, these guys have like
little shoulder
storm
cannon
frag
things.
launchers, but thank you. That's only really worth it into gargoyles. So
Sure.
they're sitting pretty, waiting for that. Brought in 3 Thunderwolves over here from reserves. Not in your deployment, so I didn't really take advantage of Logan's thing. You kind of have everything screened out, so I would have had to come in back there behind
Yeah.
the wall and have like an awkward charge
yeah,
range.
he could have
and
been like
stuff,
over
so.
there, probably.
Nothing really for me there, but definitely closing the jaws around the Tyranids. So let's see how these charge rolls look. I do have plenty of CP, so I'm absolutely re-rolling one of these because I know I'm going to fail. The Thunderwolf one. What do you
Bear in
got? Overwatch?
mind, no, but bear in mind, you're 12 inches away. It's going to cause 2.
Oh, I guess
because of
I still
that.
got it, man. I got it. No worries. That's a 4. Gonna have to spend it.
Spend
All right,
your
I'm
2.
down to 3.
Saving up all that CP to pay double for a
reroll.
Reroll
fail.
like 7.
7. Yeah. Oh boy. Here we go.
More?
What's that?
He had more. So he has 8 on primary currently.
8 on primary. None of us kill anything.
Yeah, we don't have
turn one,
kills
so
yet, so he has.
That's the 8.
There's your 8.
Ba-boom. That's just into the exocrine.
And do I overwatch? I don't think I overwatch. Oh, there are 4 wounds, 5 wounds apiece? Is that
They are
right?
4 wounds apiece.
4 wounds apiece. Yeah, without the lethals aura. If that was a regular tyrant, I would consider it just because of the lethals aura. But and the Swarm Lord is obviously like an indestructible.
Yeah.
Physically, see that. I don't think I said it out loud.
Arc would they go around here? That's 6, and then another 2. All right, Wolfen. I think I'm gonna go for a big old charge into that Maliceptor, and the exocrine.
Sure. Obviously, yeah.
Or
If you
I
just did the
might
Maliceptor, that's
just
a
do
weird.
the exocrine and then
Do the pile-in
pile in,
tricks.
because I am close enough, so I know I'm gonna guarantee that charge pretty much. So I can just either hope
If you
for a
roll
high
big,
roll
you roll through
and
the
get what I
wall.
want. If not, I still make the charge and I'm pretty safe there.
Pretty safe. Pretty reasonable.
5.
Yeah, because the 5 would definitely have failed on the Exocrine, so or on the Mouse upgrade.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to get him as far as you can. Right here.
Yeah, that guy's based, so he's not going anywhere. But
It's probably only going to be...
And I will warn you, Dean, that Dan's charges have been hitting since this new book dropped.
I don't know. That's a reroll.
that was a 5
2
right there, and he just had to reroll a 7-inch charge. So here's your 9.
The rerolls.
Yeah, no more reroll over
Nobody
here.
said he's doing it on the first shot.
And this one is going to go into the Tyrannifex.
Okay. So
Still need a 9.
yeah, 9.
Nope, not quite. We're good. I've been getting spoiled with my charge rolls, so I've been overdue. Okay, so we got the. I think I want to start with the Thunderbolts first, like I said, because I am within 3, so I can pile in and bad touch the Maliceptor. So this guy is engaged. I got to pile in this way. Let's just rotate that. Pile in that way. This guy's just gonna be based with him. Not fighting. Oh. So just 3 are going to be fighting.
Sure.
Much. Start with that. 4 attacks each. Whoop. We got hitting on 3s with lethals, or -1?
No minus. Yes, you'll be a -1 because yeah, you're within 6.
I'm a nice guy. That's with these, right?
Yeah,
As well?
you're within 6 both ways. Yeah.
Okay,
If you were
so-
in combat with the or with the Exocrine, if you were based with the Exocrine, you were going to be within 6.
Gotcha. So hitting on 4s.
3 lethals.
3 lethals. All rerolls, because that is my oath target. Love that. And then all these hit. Strength is 5, so I'm going to need 5s here. Right?
Yeah, T10.
T-
no,
oh,
6s.
One more. That is 7. AP 2, damage 3.
All right.
And chat,
Vibes.
feel free to go ahead and start dropping some vibes for us for the
Three.
end of the stream when we read those
So
credits.
explodes.
Also a reminder to Cursed Cowboy and Muzzbuzz. Cursed Cowboy, I've got 4 landmines for you, and you can't sustain a landmine that ain't there. So you throw half of them at least into something fun for the tabletop for me. Muzzbuzz, you've got a landmine to assign as well, or floor dice to give out. Let us know.
What's the little-
Looking for a little fidget.
Oh, there
Little
was there
range
was a little
fidget.
silver one around at one point.
I'm just trying to do this correctly. 3 inches can get him like right about there.
And based.
And based, and then this guy can reach probably about there, and I think that's it.
Sure.
Oath target is done, and one of my quarries is dead. This guy didn't pile in or consolidate. You have a bunch of OC on that. These guys are only 2 each, even if I move them over.
They're both, I believe,
Yeah.
4. So
You got enough, so I'm not going to try to mess with that. Let's start with the one wolfen I got there. So
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit. Let's see real quick. These are, oh, there it is.
Oh,
These
it's
are the
underneath.
wolfen with the hammers and shield. That means they have 2 attacks each. Not so amazing. Rerolling 1s though, so hitting on 4s. Cool. That's a lethal. And
T11.
anti-monster 3+.
Okay.
Cool. So that is 2 at AP 2, flat 3 damage.
Okay. 4 ups.
Ooh, aced it. Love it. And we're moving on to the Wolf Priest, which I didn't pull. He has 5 attacks, Crozius. Oh no. Maybe I should actually pull up the card. 1 second.
You're good.
Don't have it by memory. The Wolf Priest is my one of the new models. Sorry about that, folks.
We do have our first couple landmines
Uh-oh.
on the table.
Oh.
Watch your step, boys.
I never do.
Ha. Joke's on you. Snakes don't have feet.
Here we go. Yeah, I was right. 5 attacks, Crozius. I have +1 to wound already, but that doesn't stack with anti-vehicle. So hitting on 2s goes up to 3s. 1 lethal. And strength is 6 into T10.
11.
11.
Still
So
fives.
would be 5s down to 4s because of +1 to wound. That is 4. At AP1, 2 damage.
Okay, 4 ups. Takes 4 damage.
And
Down
that is
to
it.
10. These are D10s. 10, 10. Alright, we'll just do strikes because you're 3 wounds piece?
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Might do sweeps.
Do you know what the Wolf Priest does?
Not at all.
In addition to +1 to wound when we fight, he also, in my command phase, regenerates a body.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's like an apothecary / chapter.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's, yep, 3s we're rolling once. We're doing sweeps.
T6.
And strength.
These Adepticon dice.
These are battle 10 Alzheimer's.
Pretty sure you're going to be winning on 3s.
Should be
I don't think
3s. I'm not strength 10 on
12
the
plus.
10s. Yeah, it's strength 8 on the because he's synapse. All right,
all of them.
so that's 6.
4-ups.
-1, damage 2.
2 go down. I don't think Wolfen have feel no pains, do we? No.
No.
Where would that be? Nope, just the reroll 1s, so 2.
Cool.
That is my turn.
At the end of your fight phase, I have the option to do some running away. We're going to do retreat below. Let's see here. I can do. I think. Pop up. Let me see real quick. World. There is. Do that. There is. So we're going to do a tricksy thing over here. I'm going to spend a CP. I'm going to do retreat below. Tyrannifex was never here.
Love it.
And that's not tunnel network. He's not jumping into a tunnel. He just left. He just walked off the board. Technically speaking, I could do tunnel network, but that's going to be
Uppy downy.
Yeah, he
Pretty
just uppy
much.
downies. Downy
Like
uppy for
somebody
downy
just
up.
triggered a
monsters too.
landmine as well.
Whoa!
Is that a
Use a
CP
stratagem?
spend?
I use a stratagem.
And a sustained to boot. Couple landmines coming your way.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
One unit that's not within engagement, or 2 burrow units. I could
Nice.
2 burrowers. Speaking of burrowers, these are going to come off table too.
Yes. You're good about remembering that. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no, I like my Raveners. Now they usually are 3-mans and 5-mans take a little bit more oomph to deal with, but all right. Yeah. So moving over to me, I go up to 4 because Swarmlord's alive.
I also go up to 4.
What do you got for me there, Luke?
We have extend battle lines and bring it down.
Alrighty. Interesting, especially given what I just took off the table. Alrighty. So blowing up a vehicle or a monster, of which you have only vehicles, I believe. It's not a monster, I'm assuming.
Not a monster. He's
Mounted
infantry.
Or infantry. And the extended battle lines is just hold my home, which I currently do, plus another objective.
He's not a monster, but he's a beast.
We got no leadership checks to do because he's still way above half. That is still problematic. Actually, no, it isn't. I can do tricks with him too. I'm going to hold 1, so just primary 4. And you currently have 1 for the kill count. If you want to track that.
We usually have our. I'll have my graveyard up there, so
Well,
you'll be able to.
I have a ton of stuff in
I know you
each,
got,
so.
I know you got stuff back there. So.
All right, movement. I think. Do we just slam into those and then let that happen is the problem. Back out, slam into those. I guess we do this. Or, oh no, we do that. Okay. See, then you can shoot at things. I think fall back, fall in the hole. I don't want to do that. Regular movement, there's not going to be a ton. You stay put to get heavy. Decide what I want to do with Trigon Prime. I think we just go flashy with him, because as much as I would much rather him live longer. Oh wait, no, never mind. I have plans over here. So the Trigon will probably stay where he is, and then if I stay in combat, you're gonna hit me with more dudes. You don't get better on you don't get better on the charge, correct?
Who?
You don't get better on the charge.
Thunderwolves do. They get the plus.
The Thunderwolves
damage.
do, but not the Wolfen.
Not the Wolfen, no.
So I think, and you do have a reactive move that lets you move into combat. The
If you
reactive.
shoot me.
Oh, for shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. How far? And it's 6 for the Wolfen and Thunderwolves.
For the reactive move,
Yeah.
if you move within 9 inches of any Space Wolf infantry or Thunderwolf cavalry, it's a 6-inch move.
Sorry, the Blood Surge.
The Blood Surge one is Wolfen or Blood Claws.
Okay. Okay. So not Thunderwolves.
Yeah, Thunderwolves don't have that.
So I think we go with. And gotta bring in a bunch of things. So bring in.
DP's scared, folks. Got the Space Wolves, got the with the fear.
Got us another landmine cooking as well.
So
Fear the Allfather in them.
just gonna put this here as a reference. He is not there yet. Just debating, do I stay in combat or not? I don't think staying in combat gets me anything. It just lets you hit him.
Oh, you are suppressed.
What's that?
I should have.
From melee?
Yeah, I forgot about that. In the fight phase, after this unit has fought from the hammer blows from the Wolfen, one enemy monster or vehicle hit by one or more of those attacks until the end of the next turn, that enemy unit is suppressed. While a unit is suppressed, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll.
Got it.
I don't know what the
I
roll
had like, I think I had
doesn't
1
matter.
3 up
I-
on my
I rolled hot on my
combats.
save, so I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
worried
only
about it.
6 that way. Try and put combat in there. Do both. I think I can go. All right. We are gonna fall back. Slither away this way. And then we'll go to outside of 9. So I'm within 9 of your Wolfen, but not of your Thunderwolves. If you would like to spend 2 CP to move your Wolfen. No? Okay.
Not yet.
I just don't want to. Him not having an invuln save and those Terminators right there are a problem. But we got to deal with problems. How do we deal with problems? We throw snakes at them. That's how you deal with a problem. We'll move up there next to those Thunderwolves. Option.
These only strength 5.
Fair.
They don't hit that hard anymore. They more are tough.
I mean, you have
I rely on the lethal.
you have significantly more damage 3 than I do. That's my partial problem. So move that, move that. Swarmlord will stay where he is. He stays where he is for heavy. He stays where he is for heavy, but it's not as relevant. It actually isn't irrelevant because he can shoot at those guys, and it's damage 2 gun.
The
You can
X
see
screen
that.
has heavy?
Yeah,
I thought it was just blast. It's probably both.
it's both. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's all my regular movement. Now we're going to start bringing in some deep strikes. So let's do. Let's go down to the lobby.
Question from chat for you, Dan. After playing with all the new Iron Priests, do you have any particular tank that you're leaning towards?
Ooh, okay. I think the general consensus is that the Predator Annihilator is the best. It's got, I think, 4 las cannons on it, or I think 3 las cannons on it with twin linked against monsters and vehicles. So that turns into 6 las cannon shots, all with twin linked. It becomes pretty gross with oaths. And then if you have 3 of those, that's 18 shots every turn. Yeah, I think the Predator Annihilator is the way to go. Because I don't own any of those, I'm going to continue my answer. Because I don't own any of those, and because I feel the trend that GW is going in is getting away from like the old Rhino size models, which is unfortunate because it's so classic, but if land speeders can go away, anything can, you know what I'm saying? So little dreads are going away. Now, obviously, Space Wolf survived it this time, but I think that's just because they're saving Bjorn for the return of Russ.
Joining us
now,
after his game of D&D, we've got Daniel Parrott in chat. What's going on, Daniel Parrott? How are you?
What up?
Johnny Zed says, does that mean your faith in him is Bjorn again?
Yes.
It
never died.
Johnny Zed's got to have, he's got to rival Devin for children. With the high-quality dad jokes my guy spits out.
Litter of cubs.
Love it, man. Keep it up.
Nine inches away, drop a token. Within 9 inches of this, outside of 6. You know that guy that was over here, he's actually over there. And what was over here was Old One Eye. And some Frans. Dear Schnickles. I think I want them going this way. No, they can go wherever the fuck they want. Do we bring out... So we've got this all screened. You still have a 6-man squad. Which you can rapid. All that over there. So I think we bring these. Yeah. Snakes. It's a
Johnny
snake.
Zed says, I have no kids to share my dad joke humor with, so I need to find an outlet somewhere. Well, you found it right here, sir. Curse Cowboy
right
follows
here.
up. Says, Saga of the Beast is actually written about Johnny Zed's dad joke skills. What's going on, Hobgob Rob? Hobgob Rob just pulled second at a local RTT
Nice.
today. Great job, my friend. Great to see you here in chat. Hopefully you had a good time.
We drop that there. Again, it's extend and OC on the lieutenant. One.
OC is just 1. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I get extend. I just need to try and blow up tank, which is going to be difficult. How many wounds on the repulsor?
I believe 16, but let me confirm for you.
Yeah,
It's like a land raider kind of without the 2-up save.
It's going to spike a little bit on him, but we can give it a try. So still leaves gargoyles, lictors.
It is 16 wounds.
16? Okay. A ton of gargoyles and 2 lictors. I could land gargoyles. Oh, what do I do? We'll bring a squad of gargoyles. These might come out of this.
Oh, there's a wolf in back here.
Oh.
I'll put him over here.
9, 6, 9. Yeah, that. Gargoyles are gonna fly out of a tunnel. Don't ask me questions. It just
Why?
works.
Dean Pocket.
Dean Pocket.
I see you fuck with magnets on fight styles too.
Of course. And the one that I don't, the reason why I am not putting both units up, because one of my units is short a gargoyle, because unfortunately it got stepped on at LVO. And so it got smooshed and has not been repaired. The irony is he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I only had
On the floor? No. He
No,
shouldn't.
well no, he was definitely deserved to be on the floor because he shouldn't. He was drunk and hitchhiked to LVO when he shouldn't have been there.
The gargoyle?
I only had one squad.
The gargoyle was drunk and hitchhiked to LVO?
Yes. Yes.
Why was the gargoyle on the floor? That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. The gargoyle was drunk and hitchhiked to LVO.
That does explain.
It was just reenacting that movie.
Fear and Loathing?
Huh?
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing?
No. The what's
The Hangover?
The Hangover?
Okay.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
nailed it.
I'm sitting there going through it. I was like, I was picturing all of the actors. So I think that's going to be my deployment.
And I'm going to rapid ingress.
You're gonna rapid.
Got to bring my boys in.
That's why I had to make sure to keep that corner closed out.
That was a good move because I was absolutely...
Yeah, 100% not letting you
way.
put 6 Thunderwolves into that flank when I've got them in front of. This is the evolution of jail. If anybody's played against a jail list before, normally they just deploy everything in front of you. Dan's like, no, hold my beer. Hold my Viking ale. I'm going to deploy in your turn
CP.
later.
Got CP for days.
Yeah. Also, if anybody's counting, there are now 5 tunnels on the table.
I'm not counting.
All right, so you fell back. You can't do anything, so you will be the duck of shame. Yeah. So off the table, I still have 2 lictors and gargoyles, and a squad of gargoyles. So, and lictors have free rapid ingress. I just didn't have any good opportunities for it over here. So I could try it. So the priest gives you scream a guy back into existence.
And +1 to wound.
+1 to wound. Yeah, I've already said my because lictors have precision, so I was just thinking through that. But that's a next turn problem. For this turn problems, of which we have many, let's start with the Trigon has a tail rattle, or at least he used to. Let's see, does he? He does. Biostatic or bioelectric pulse. 6 attacks. Hitting on 2, he'll target here. Invisible. Thunderbolt. Hitting on 2s. Make sure Prime does it. Gives him +1 weapon skill, not ballistic skill.
Oh wait,
Okay,
I don't
so-
have a reactive move there.
No reactive moves?
No. You're good. You're good. I was just
making sure that I know the reactive move and blood surges
just-
both exist. Where
Blood Surge
remind
is
me where they
only
exist.
Wolfen reactive
Okay.
move. You already moved, so that's
So all
that.
my movements would have been reactive moves. Blood surge is if I shoot at them and they can move into combat.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Good to know. There's 10 of them. Shields with 2 wounds. Okay. I think we have options there. All right. Trigon here. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Sustained 2. So that comes out, and then it brings friends back. And then it is shrink 5, so 5s, right? I'm assuming.
They're T6. Yeah.
So 5.
5.
So just 2 AP zeros.
3s. 1 goes through.
1 damage. 1 damage. Now we're going to do the stealth suits, Carnifexes. As they have a bunch of guns, and they're going to shoot them all at those same Thunderwolves. So we'll start with the Bioplasma. Let me double check Spine Banks. I think only 1. Actually, none of them will be in range for Spine Banks because they have to be outside of 6 and 6-inch range. So it's just 2 sets of Bioplasma. I'll show them together. D3 each with no blast. So just 3 shots. 4s, full rerolls because Old One Eye's leading. Oh, I should have done. I could have done sustain there. That's fine. I'll do it. I will look to see. These guys are getting sustained. I won't take it on the shots because I think I have to do it in the movement
On
phase.
top of the shooting phase or movement phase?
Where is it?
That's weird.
Where is it?
Shout out chat. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, do apologize. And yeah, inflating end of movement phase. Any unit that arrive via reinforcements can get sustained hits and ignores cover. We're putting on that guy. He's getting sustained hits, ignores cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so I had 2, and you already rolled these. No, you didn't. I didn't roll the wound. Yeah. Sorry. I'm using 1 or 2 units that I don't normally use, so these are the only ones I don't have the profiles off the top of my head. Strength 7. So 2. -2 damage once.
4s. We're good.
Okay. And then Devourers. They each have a set of Devourers, so it's 24 shots. 12 shots apiece. Don't at me, chat. I know those are Venom cannons. They are from an older time.
They can't see.
Alright. 4s. Rerolling because old one-eyed is angry and tells them to. Come here. Thank you. Alright. And what were your toughness?
6.
6, and these are strength 6. So 4s. 4, 8, 10. AP 0, damage 1. 3s.
Alright, so that kills 1, kills another, and puts 1 on 1.
Okay.
Wait, they're 4 wounds a pop.
They're 4 wounds apiece. As we
So
said,
that kills 1,
kills 1.
that kills the
kills
other,
another one.
and then
One's down on
puts
3.
1 down to 3.
Yeah.
My bad.
Did I do the damage with him? The first damage? Or was it off of them? Do you remember?
You shot with him
I
first.
shot with him first, and did you take a damage from that?
Yeah, he took 1. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking for my challenge card. So that means I fulfilled my challenge card
you
because 2
fulfilled
units
it, for
fine.
sure.
Cool. 2 different units shot at the same unit, and you lost a wound from it. So,
Yes.
what's that?
Yeah, he succeeded the challenger.
Yep. We did focused effort. They both shot at the same target. Can't shoot. He has a gun, but you can blood surge into combat.
For 2 CP.
For 2 CP. How many do you have?
3.
I don't love that. But I also don't love... There are also 2 wounds apiece. I will fire... I think it's a damage 2 flamer. Swarmlord. Is actually better. I thought it was a crappy flamer at one point. It is a damage 2 flamer. So, you know what? Sure. D6 plus 3. 7 shots. Strength 5. T5, T4.
T6.
T6.
Wolfen are tough.
All right. 5s. All right. Good talk. I did no damage to you. Do you want to spend 2 CP to walk into combat?
If I do, I spend 1 D6 and move into combat. You can no longer shoot me, but you have a bunch of charges.
Particularly this. And if you get close enough, which I don't know if you swung through the wall, maybe this.
I'd have to. Well, I could try to get as far away from you as I can, I guess.
Well,
Yeah,
blood
let's
surge,
do
I
it.
think you'd have to search in.
Well, I mean, far away
You
from
mean
this.
like further from
Yeah.
this? Sure.
Yeah,
Spend
let's
2?
do it. Going
Alright.
down to 1 CP. Roll a D6. That's the 1. I don't
big
even
one.
think that puts me
It would get you
within range. Combat.
It should get you into combat.
I don't even think it does that.
Yeah, the doodad.
Because that's 1.
Oh,
That doesn't
maybe
get
not.
me within
Yeah.
1.
No.
So what I'll do instead is
Still have to move
I
closer.
still have to move
So you
closer.
could, like, move off the wall, I guess, or I guess up against the wall is the best you can do.
The rocks.
Yeah, all the gribbles. Hobgob Rob loves it right now. He is so excited. He is super jealous of you right now that you're playing on all this gribbles.
All right. That's what we got here.
Cool. All right. Good job, Swarmer. You stuck him into a corner. Let's do this exocrine into the wolves in front of him because he has no
Got
other
it.
targets. So it's 2 plus you're at least 5. but not 10.
Not 10.
So +4. So 6 shots. I did not move, so I'm getting heavy. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Because reroll 1s for the detachment. And strength 9, but you're the minus?
T6. No minus. That's over here.
Oh, that's on the Terminators. Okay. So 3s. 4, -3, damage 3.
So it kills 1 and puts 1 on 1.
Okay. Okay. Let's shoot the Tyrannifex. He's going to fire his Rupture Cannon at the Repulsor, and he'll put his Stinger Salvo into the dogs. The Fenris and Wolves in front of him. 1 wound apiece, 2 wounds apiece?
Spend my last CP on smoke. So
Smoking?
at least give you -1, you're ignoring cover though.
Correct, yeah. Okay, cool.
Also, because he knows you don't want that smoke.
I want all this smoke. That's why I put a Tyrannifex over there.
Yes.
Oh, first primaries. Yeah, yeah. Or secondaries. All right, so we have 2 shots. Would be 3s because of smoke, going up to 4s. Rerolling 1s, sustained hits. So
Ooh, save me 1.
saved you 1, which keeps you alive. Strength 18.
12, so 3s.
Good talk.
Oof, man. And that AP4 would have cut, for sure.
All right, and Stinger Salvo is 8 shots.
You're not going to re-roll that wound?
Huh? The wounds? I mean, if I can't kill you, it's probably not actually worth it.
True.
Because the most I could do is 12 damage, and that's if I spike a 6 on it. It's a thought. Without the smoke, that would have been good, because that would have been 2 hits. So again, force. I'll roll a million 6s there. Let's see if I can roll another one. And we'll add those back in. And then into the dogs, toughness.
4.
4, 3s. Strength 5. So everything. So should be 9 then, right? 10? Where am I at? Yeah, 9. 9, BP 0. Ignores cover.
AP0, I believe they're only on 6-ups, so they're dead.
Okay. So we're at least even on kills at the moment. 1 to 1.
What's... Oh, yeah, 1 to 1, yeah.
Yeah. The Biovore is going to shoot indirectly at the Wolfen. You're at less than 10, but more than 5? Because I've killed 2 or 3, I think. 2?
2.
Yeah. So you're at 9. Yeah. We'll shoot at Wolfen. Indirect. For 3 shots. So 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. And then strength 6. You said T6?
Thunderwolves? Yep. Yeah, Wolfen and Thunderwolves are T6.
Oh, they're both T6. Oh, so the Thunderwolves are down to T, or
No,
I guess
Thunderwolves have always
stayed
been
the same.
6
They
for a
went
while.
up to
They
6.
went up from 5 to 6.
4s, devastating wounds. So just 1, -1, but you get cover, so it's same save.
3.
2 damage.
On the Thunderwolves, right?
No, this was on the...
Oh, Wolfen?
Yeah, yeah. Ravagers don't have guns anymore. Even if they did, it doesn't matter.
Trade a model.
So I think that's all my shooting. Oh, gargoyles. What am I talking about? The couple gargoyles they can see. So, 7 are going to shoot at Thunderwolves. 4s, rerolling 1s, and 5s. Nothing. But they're going to shoot and scoot. Just going to put more bodies in the way.
That's an 8. That's a 9.
Something like that. So you said 8 here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start. Yeah, we'll start there. We'll try and do an 8-inch charge into. We'll start. Gets you closer. Can you heroic with the Wolfen or with the Thunderwolves?
No CP.
You have no CP anyways.
But yes.
For reference, you could. Yeah. We'll charge the Tyrannifex into the Lieutenant. He makes it with an 11.
Wasted your good charge there.
I did, but it's okay because I'm gonna put this giant gun bug and I'm gonna butt you right there. They might stay put then, because that's just giving you more combat with the Thunderwolves. What am I looking at for this charge? That's like a 10. Don't super love that. We're going to go with here, into here. Send it in. 8. That's 6. I have a million CP, and I will reroll that. So I go down to 3, 8, or down to a 4. So it's the second roll.
No, we've both done that.
I doubled the I doubled the second roll. It's an 8.
You did charge far enough for a landmine on a failed.
Oh no! All right. Old One and friends are not going to make the 9-inch charge. They're going to make the 6-inch charge that way.
Nice. Is it 6?
It's not a 5 though.
Definitely
They would have
not
been
a
6
5.
away, but they would have made it. So then we'll put Swarmlord in there. I don't super love it, but I think he can put some damage in there.
He
Yeah,
can
we'll put some
slaughter
damage
that,
on.
man.
Yeah. Coming around the corner. Coming around the corner when he
No
comes.
fight on death.
Cool. Let's do this. Swarmlord. You have no interrupts. You have no fight on deaths. Who's open? Oh, Tyranids, because he's the one that's open. He's got 4 attacks. He's going to punch that lieutenant.
Wait,
Yeah, what you got?
I think he's got some built-in
Does he have like a
shenanigans.
fight on, I know he's got Feel No Pain built in.
He does have that. He used to have anti-Tyranid, remember when
Yeah,
he first
did.
came out?
I think he still does, doesn't he?
No, it's
Double check his weapon.
anti-infantry now.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I was pretty sure he actually still had it.
Oh, I have a reactive move.
You did have a reactive
I wouldn't
move
have
when I
moved off
deployed.
of that.
I was going to say, it would have been you walking off the objective.
It wouldn't.
like-
But I don't have anything built in. Like I do have the reroll 1s to wound, which I
Is
did
on
put
that
the,
objective. Yeah, I
It
don't know
was the
what.
purple.
There
It was
was
a purple marker that
Yeah,
I
and it
put
was
it there,
it's
but I
probably
never
it's probably
explained it.
underneath that base because it's probably magnetized.
I know I like pulled it when I measured something and it like flung my way, but there it is.
Oh yeah.
Reroll 1s to
Reroll
wound
1s
there
for everyone
while he's
there for
alive.
smart.
But yeah, that's it.
Right.
He does have a feel no pain and stealth, but
Okay.
that doesn't go into effect here.
3s, reruling 1s, sustained because or keep it through the end of the turn because I came out of a tunnel. Sustained. Strength 8.
Strength 8, yeah, 2s.
So 2s, no rerolls. So you just got 5 AP zeros, 2 damage apiece.
AP 0s, 2 damage apiece. I
Got
need
problems?
3s. He's dead unless
Oh,
I
feel no pains.
make a feel no pain. Because he only has 4 wounds. So I need
Okay.
1, 6 up? Oh, 5 up.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There he is.
You get your 1/5 up.
All right.
All right. Swarmlord.
Are you scared? He's going to fight back now.
Oh, you can fight me all you want. I'm gonna just mule kick you. Bone sabers.
That's
8
the
attacks.
PG version of the donkey punch.
Oh yeah, it's the mule kick. Hitting on 2s, rolling 1s for the detachment, and then strength 10,
That's
twin
there?
light. This is in the center. Yeah. So 2s and 2s rerolling.
Strength
2s and
10 would be
3s, 2s and
3s,
3s, 2s and 3s. But rerolling everything. And then 3s, twin light.
Let's see that again.
So 7. Minus 2, damage 3.
Need a bunch of 4 ups. So that's yours. That's yours too.
Steal my dice.
That's 4 dead.
Yep.
No feel no pain, so that's just 4 dead.
Well, that's everybody. That's all my charges because I failed these over here. So you get your movement and swings back.
He's just going to swing this way. And then they'll all fight.
Yep.
So 3 guys, all the rocks and stuff.
Oh,
3
yeah, yeah.
fights. 2 attacks each.
No minuses because I am outside of 6. Otherwise, you'd be minus 1 wound as well. I had to move to make
So
space for here.
no
so
minuses
no
at all?
minuses at all.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s.
With lethal.
No 1s. That's a lethal. And 3s.
D10. And you're
Anti-vehicle.
Yeah, anti-3.
Monster.
All right.
3. AP2.
Force loves
Nice.
it. I am
And
the
then-
Lord of Swarm.
I am all that is man. And then the Wolf Priest. 5 attacks.
Five
So I
attacks.
said it before. On 2s. All good. Strength is 6.
So 5s. Just T10.
1. +1 to wound.
Oh, sure.
3. AP 1, 2 damage.
Okay, 3 ups. You said 3 damage, 2 damage.
2.
2 damage.
Oof, I wish the Wolf Priest did 3 damage.
Down to 8. All right. I think that's all of my things. So I'm going to discard, bring it down for a CP. By CP, I mean just to get rid of it, because we don't do that anymore until he's dead. I score 3 for focused effort
challenger, yeah.
for my challenger, and I score 4 for extend battle lines.
Oh, they nerfed Extend.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd that fight go?
Did you kick me?
How can we forget?
The epic battle.
Hitting on 2s.
Dude, that's what I'm asking.
And
Yeah, but mule
sustain,
kick.
Strength 4, I think.
T11 or
6s.
12, something.
1, AP 1.
1. I
He's 2
believe
up.
he's 2 ups. Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
Cool.
He cares not. Whack. All right. So yeah, 4 for extend battle lines, 3 for focused effort, 4 for killing a unit, the dogs, and then neither of us killed more because we only both killed 1. So nobody has killed more. Cool.
Yeah, because you killed the Fenrisian wolves, and
And I've
that's
killed
it.
models in units, but I haven't killed full units.
And I only killed 1? The X.
Just the exocrine. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, go to 4. At the end of turn, do you have any effects?
I don't have CP, so I don't. I
Oh,
do
you
have
didn't
a
have any
uppy downy
CP to
thing,
do it.
so,
You don't have any
yeah.
native uppy downy. Okay. In your command phase, I'm going to call shadows in the world.
Nice. Okay,
So everybody is normal. Actually, everybody's at normal except for these 2 units will be at a -1
Okay.
because they're next to synapse.
So normal here. Good.
Yep.
On a 6.
6.
Thankfully.
Everybody's on a 6. Yeah.
Over there. Good. Everything's on a 6. Let me double check that though.
Everybody should be because it's either regular
Yeah.
Wolfen or even if maybe they're probably worse.
They're definitely worse. Let's look at that. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. 8.
You got a cheer squad too.
They're dead. Oh, not dead, but they are.
It
going on
definitely
there?
sounds like Space Wolf fans.
I get this. There's space wolf cheering over
Dan,
here.
you want to shout back at him?
Bjorn is good.
Yeah.
Repulsor is good. Iron Priest is good. Infiltrators.
Yeah.
God, I really need these good. Okay.
Yep.
Thunderwolves. Good.
Yep.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Dude. Good.
Yep. And then you got these 2 are -1.
Those are going to be at the -1s. Those are my last 2. So
Yeah.
Wolfen.
6 because
-1
of the
is
-1,
good. And I
unless
think
because the Iron Priest has got to be a 6.
Yeah, I know, and I know the Wolf Priest is he's like a chaplain, so I think he's actually a 5 or
Yeah.
something cool. No, he's a 6, but still cool.
But he's still
Oh
attached
wait,
to the end. So.
yeah, he's good.
And then the Thunderwolves.
Thunderwolves, he's 7. We're good.
Okay.
Wow,
Cool. So 1 unit. Yay!
these guys.
Need to bring those. Need to bring the Neuro Tyrant because you rolled a bunch of 6s. Those
Yeah.
all would
That
have been
would've been-
fails.
A lot of so
And then you do normal leadership checks for these 2, for the ones that are below half,
Yes.
and the Wolfen. So all
here's-
3 of those you'll.
6, good.
Yep.
Wolfen is 6, good. And Lieutenant, he fails.
He's scurred.
You got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I gotcha.
I might just end up falling back with him anyways, risking it. What are my secondaries, please, Luke?
No prisoners and bring it down.
Also, was there a challenger that turn? I don't know what the points are. It's Dan, right? Dan's totally the challenger.
It's totally you, so
So do not draw the card yet. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that correctly.
I drew it, but
Okay.
I won't tell you.
Then yeah, there you go. Yeah. Chat knows.
Oh, they don't know.
Chat knows all.
I only know.
I just want to see.
Are you
if
sure
I
you
could-
know?
Something.
Just want to see if I could fit past that Tyrannofex and be outside of an inch. I think I can. If I think.
Oh,
I
you're trying to walk behind him? I
Yeah.
don't know if you can, because your base. I don't think you can because your base is a little bit big. Well, it's a 40 mil base, I guess.
Yeah, I think I can right there. See?
Yeah, probably. Go and pick him up. He's base to base with me.
This
Yeah.
is an inch here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can go screaming past me.
So I'm going to fall back with the lieutenant.
Sure.
Yeah. So I have to roll, and on a 1 or a 2 he
One or
dies?
two dice.
All right, he's good.
He rolled all those 1s and 2s, but failed at save. Or
He's
failed
just going to go right into the corner.
Sure. And they can pass through them. Pass through your own units.
So let's do 12-inch move.
And you moved within 3, so the
let's
token
do-
will go away.
5.
You collapsed the tunnel. You found a bug hole. You nuked it.
Actually,
What's chat thinking about the game?
Oh,
so
that
far?
is a great point. Hit him, Luke. First one to make a tunneling joke.
you know what? I think I got to go this way.
Do I put the shirt up and go full? Oh wait, that's probably copyright. I probably shouldn't be doing it. It's
Yeah.
old. It's an old asset, but
Yeah,
checks out.
that's that would be a copyright infringement. You know, the for the IP Bunghole Incorporated.
Yeah, look,
Infringe.
we're not in Massachusetts. We don't have to worry about the liquor store because that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Of course. I don't know what anybody else thinks I'm referencing.
So I don't think it was worth it. I would have had to have them a little too split up and maybe even out of coherency. So I'm just, you did good.
He had 4 for primary, by the way,
Speed bump.
because you just held 2 to my 2.
Yes. Oaths is going to be the Hive Tyrant.
Sure. Somewhere.
And then
Token was in there somewhere, but
Stormlord, yeah.
Yes.
Does he have loan op or anything?
Nope.
Do you have a CP for shenanigans like that? Yeah, so he's going to be my loan op target. Supercharging.
Yep.
My Oaths target, not loan op. Supercharging the repulsor.
And his secondaries were
Bring it down and no prisoners.
okay. So kill monsters and kill everything. Got it.
I don't have fallback and charge, so I'm going to have to do some shenanigans here. Let's fall back this way with the Wolfen. 9 inches. Then the Thunderwolves are just going to move up. Party.
When the Thunderwolves activate, I'm going to Overwatch over here. The X
Sure.
screen. So I go down to 3.
The X screen?
Yep. You're a 4-man or 5-man?
5.
5.
So you
so
still got
get
that blast.
Yo. Bang bang.
You still need 6s, but reroll 1s.
6s real 1s. I get none of those numbers that we just said.
So you're not John rolling. That was your problem.
Totally worth it every time, chat.
Let's move. The Iron Priest is going to move up 7 to touch that point. This guy's going to move 10.
My T-Fix has an acid spray.
Yeah. There's another thing we were talking about too a little bit. I was like, if I really was like trying to list Taylor or something, it wouldn't be a Rupture Effects, it'd be an acid spray. Rupture Effects with this detachment's not bad.
Going to advance.
Oh wait, did you not move the Thunderbolts? I thought you were moving them.
No,
too.
I did.
You chose not to do
I
it?
did mention that it wasn't worth it because of the spread and everything and like this terrain piece.
Oh, because
I
they'd be
would've
all
had them a
stacked
little
on it or
too-
something like that. Okay, cool. I put the
A little
token back.
too
then.
disjointed over there. What else do you have in Deep Strike? The Gargoyles?
Gargoyles and 2
2
lictors.
lictors. Okay.
And remember, I can put things back into Deep Strike.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to be pretty aggressive here, I think.
All right, what's going on? Good friend of ours, Catfish Jr. in chat. What's
Hey,
Catfish's first name, Dan?
Cat? I don't know.
Sphinx.
What?
Dean's got it. We've been quizzing you guys.
Do it
You
the
guys
other
have
way.
been
We've
failing.
been doing the other way the whole time. They're like, what's his other name?
I've never heard that name before.
You've never heard
Omniscience
Catfish
Sphinx.
Jr.? Omniscience
Omniscience
Sphinx.
Okay,
Sphinx,
I'm gonna-
parentheses,
Go ahead and
Catfish Jr.
drop some dice on Dan for that. Dean P got it. What's going on, Omnisaya? How are you?
I think that's all my moves. Yep.
Yeah, our goal is to demonstrate to everybody that we know who
also
they
don't
are,
know.
and
I actually have
none of
a
these
flamer.
guys know Omnisaya.
Flamer. With the dice I rolled, I would have needed 5s anyways, I think.
Oh, and
Might be a strength save out of it.
you would have shot at the, what, these?
I actually probably should have shot at the Wolfen when they walked away, but yeah, I probably would have shot at the Thunderwolves when they got closer. I'm used to having one flamer on my Neuro Tyrant that I know isn't here. Is it 4 wounds apiece?
4 wounds apiece, yeah.
Minus 1 to wound when they're led?
Minus
minus 1 to wound
to
if it's
the
higher strength.
Strength is higher than the toughness.
Yeah, they've got the Abominant thing. Or the Aberrant.
Like the Hearthguard.
Or Hearthguard. Or...
What do I want to do with Bjorn? Let's keep him hidden. He's doing good with my CP stuff, and I'm still got you screened back here. So yeah, that's my moves. Going into shooting because I do have some shots this time. The repulsor is going to shoot everything at that Hive Tyrant, I believe.
Okay.
No. It's not.
What's going on, Johnny Y? How are you? Johnny's asking if you resurrected a Wolfen.
You should bring a Wolfen back.
Boom! Thank you. Oh man, sorry. This is new to Space Wolves. Resurrecting models? What? Crazy. Crazy deal. Oh man, appreciate that.
I am going to Rapid Ingress, at least the one. I don't think their thing lets me do. I know it lets me do it for free. I don't know if they let me do it multiple times. Lictors. Once per battle run, one model with this ability can Rapid Ingress for free. So we will rock you. I think we're just gonna run it over here. You fell back, so you can't. We'll be 9 away, and within 6 of my table edge.
All right, repulsor. Starting with that, it's gonna shoot at. It's gonna have to split fire because you do have some Raveners back there. There's T5.
T5. T5, 3 wounds, 4 armor.
3 wounds is enough. Maybe that. Yeah, it's too late now. It changes things. Okay. I might have to shoot more stuff because I think I have enough here to deal with the Hive Tyrant. Hopefully. So I think I'm gonna actually have to deal with those Raveners. Shoot less things this way, because my charge is gonna deal with that too. Whether I kill it on the charge is iffy because it's AP2. You have the 2-up save.
2-up save, I can blank a single save.
You can blank one, which is nice.
And I am T12 with 16 wounds.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make the call.
Yeah, please shoot the big cannon at him. I would like to say no to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make the call and shoot everything at the little guys.
Sure.
Except for I'll just shoot the one twin las cannon at the big guy.
Okay.
Then you could blank something if you want. Actually, and the Hunter Slayer missile. So I'll do that one first. Hitting on 2s. Good. Strength 14.
3s.
Nothing. Hunter does not reroll. Okay. So 2 last talons at the Raveners now. 3s.
Did you have real 1s against something somewhere? Or is that on these? Like,
That's
on
just
one of
real
these
1s to
units?
hit, yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 AP3 into the Ravener.
Min damage?
D6 plus 1.
So don't roll a 1?
Oh, because they're 3 wounds. Oh, no!
Do you want it?
Yeah, I got CP. Let's reroll
You got
it.
a CP reroll?
Into a 2.
All right.
Phew. Okay. 18 shots. 18 shots from the defense array gun. Repulsor defense array. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that's a
That's
4
one
dice.
on the ground.
Get those out of there. T.
And the lethals are all, well, they're not monsters anyway, so.
Yeah.
A T5.
AP 5, need 5. 5, no AP.
Alright. Force.
1 damage.
One's down to 1.
And that's... No, and then the twin las cannon. Just
Shooting
one
the
of those?
Tyranids.
Yeah, 1 twin las cannon.
One shot, twin linked.
Yeah.
Right, so that works.
Missed. All right. Cool. Oh, I forgot about the rapid fire. So I'm gonna get one
shoot a
extra shot
yep,
on all those
the las
things.
cannon. The las cannon for sure. Is everything else 24 or like?
So
What's
no,
the ranges
the
on everything
las
else?
talon is 36. So, at
within
18 inches.
You were in 18. There was a guy I picked up.
So it's one more shot with the las talon.
Yep.
Hits.
Sure.
Wound.
Okay. Damage.
AP 3, not a 1.
Okay.
All right, that
Kills
kills
the body.
one more. The Hunter
I'll
Slayer
kill a
missile.
full one because you would have shot that when
Oh,
you fired.
yeah,
Because the wounded ones came from the defensive, right? So.
The Hunter Slayer missile was at the Tyranids, and yeah,
It
get
splits
one
in
more
half.
shot.
Yeah.
Hit. Need a 3? Nope.
Nope.
Good talk on that. Then the twin las talon hits with reroll. Wound. 1 AP 3.
Into.
The big guy. Or you
And
can
that's the
blank it,
las
right?
cannon?
That's the las cannon, yeah.
So d6 plus 1.
Wait, did I shoot that yet?
You did shoot.
Okay,
You missed
shot
it.
the
You
first
missed it, and
one.
then you realized you were at half range. The attack is allocated to him, so I'm going to go ahead and blank the damage.
Okay.
I just won't bother saying roll one.
Blank is done. All right.
No more shield drones for you.
So shot, or didn't shoot, but doesn't have shots. I think that's everything. Gonna go right into charges. Let's charge the Thunderwolves into that Tyranids. That's a 6. All right. Cumbersome. Then let's do. Yeah, Thunderwolf into the Hive Tyrant,
Sure.
or is it the Swarmlord?
Swarmlord.
I keep calling it the.
Keep going. It would normally be a Hive Tyrant. I don't normally play with Swarmlord because I like the Lethal Assault Aura, I like the -1 CP ability. But
And then one boy. Let's throw him at that Biolore. Just be annoying.
before you do that, it's 6 inches, right? Is heroic? Yeah. So I won't be able to do it
Yeah.
because I'm blocking it out. So, yep.
Let's actually just charge this into the Trigon.
Over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have brought him closer, but I think I need to slow this chunk down a little bit.
7 makes it.
Yeah.
And then I will spend 1 to heroic with old one-eye and friends. Speaking of slowing things down, let's keep outside of 10. I rolled an 8, so I have to come around. Oh, here's what we'll do. Put one eye here, which then blocks him because he can't go through, so he'll just go into there, and he'll go to there. Which then, if you want to throw the dice, it is a 10 or better. If you want to come flying.
I got nothing to lose.
Sure.
Ah, nope. Okay. Not spending it, so let's just go right into the fight.
Sure.
What's your CP count?
I have 2.
You do have 2.
Yeah, so I can interrupt.
Maybe it is worth to re-roll it then. So I could get my Vect in there.
My Vect is also over here.
Right.
But yeah,
then
it gets your Vect
it'll
in, so
deny
then I
your
can't interrupt. Yeah. It's 10 on the dice.
I don't have anything else to roll for. I have +1 to wound, which could give me some extra punch right here.
You
Yeah.
don't. You vect.
Vect. Yeah, so let's do it. Because
Sure.
I can't do any CP stuff over here.
Dan down to
I
0.
don't think I need it over there. Yeah, you know what? I might need it over there.
No? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Dan's staying at
I'm
1.
keeping
I'm
it.
at 2 from heroic.
Keeping it. The only heroic or
So I can
one that would be
interrupt
devastating would be that
these 3, but then yeah, that's one that's the most dangerous to you because
you actually
he's
can't
one.
interrupt there because you are within my vect.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's got to be this guy. 5 boys swinging.
Toughness 10.
4 attacks each. That is 20 attacks.
20 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Because we already checked. You're not
Yep.
within 6.
Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling everything. Lethals. And I'm doing +1 to wound.
You're
Oh,
Vect.
right, Vect.
yeah.
We did talk about it. Yeah. 3s.
Yeah, 3 lethal so far. T10.
Strength is 5.
So 6 is
I
on
need
these.
6s.
6.
That is 6. AP2.
All right, 4 ups. It's 3 damage piece, 2 damage piece.
3 damage piece because I charged.
So even if I reroll 1, it doesn't do anything. Awesome. See if he explodes. He does not. Sad face.
No pylons or anything there. So I'm just going to fight with this guy.
Sure.
Because I guess technically you could interrupt
I could
with
interrupt with the
Trigon.
Trigon. He is far enough away that I could do that.
But I don't, I mean, it's if you want, so it's up to you. He
You
could
have 4
spike,
attacks,
but
so you could spike and do
no
12.
rerolls here.
No rerolls. I don't think you can... I think he has more than 12 wounds, so I don't think you can just kill him outright. He has 14 wounds, so go ahead. If you end up spiking, it really sucks, but...
He does have 3 extra attacks, but they only do 1 damage each.
Yeah,
No
so
sustained here.
Yeah, so most you can get is 15, which can... If you spike with everything and I fail everything, he dies. So he should still live. I just... Literally the only reason why I would interrupt here is to show off what he does. But I think he's going to live, so I think I'll still get to do it.
I think I'm going to try to push it and actually do +1 to wound here then.
Sure?
Because now that the Vect is gone, I can spend it. So let's do it. Hitting on
Into the Trigon?
3s. Yes, everything into the Trigon.
Okay.
No rerolls. And then strength and no lethals. And then
T10.
T10, so would have been 6s, now 5s.
Not on 5s.
Just 1.
1. AP?
2, 3 damage.
2. 5 up. Loves
Saved it. Hitting on 4s.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
That's 1 lethal. And nothing. Just 1 AP 1.
Damage 1?
That's 1 damage.
Down to 13. And over there.
That's a full unit.
And I'm not interrupting over there with 5 strength 8 AP, 0 attacks.
5. Can I borrow 3 dice, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Hitting on 3s. Two 6s.
T12.
So I'm gonna need 6s here. This is where I should have done +1 to wound.
So 4.
4. AP2, 3 damage.
4 ups. Takes 3.
Nice.
Down to a lot. I think he's 16 base. Yeah, so down to 13.
And we're already based all around except for this one guy, so. Alright.
Is that everybody?
It is.
Okay, I'll kick back over there while I'm at it. So 3s, rerolling once. And then strength 8, so 3s. So you got 3 AP 0s, damage 2s.
Oh, killed one.
Mule kick! It's the guy that's right next to the lieutenant. I was just aiming for the lieutenant again, but you got a wolfing in the way. All right, let's do the Trigon, because what's better than to make Old One-Eye sad that he didn't get to fight? by taking his thunder. Trigon. So Trigon Prime has 12 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Strength 10. There you go. Alright, 2s. Rerolling 1s. Ooh. I wish he'd come out of a tunnel right then. Strength 10. T7, T6. T6. So 3s. Alright, so it should be 8. Yeah. 8. Did I miss any? Yeah, 8. -2, damage 3.
4s. That just needed to fail 1.
Yeah.
Damage 3 is nice.
Yeah. Oh, he was strength 11. I forgot about that. Because he goes strength 10 for becoming Synapse, and then he goes +1 strength for being a Trigon Prime. So he's going to shimmy forward. Oh, he can't.
Yeah,
That's not a thing anymore. And 3 and 3 puts me into combat. I don't like that. So I don't think we do that, because I think they are closer. Yeah. So I would have to go that way. And we did that combat over there. I kicked a dude in the head. Cool. Points?
Secure, or this is my old one, wasn't it?
No, prisoners will bring it down.
Killed, so he gets one of each of those. Because you killed just this. You just killed the Swarm Lord. So you killed a monster for a...
Bring it down.
So no prisoners, you're getting 2 points.
Bring it down for points.
And bring it down... Yeah, that's right, because they just changed it to...
And I'll keep bring it down.
Well, you got bring it
yeah,
down,
I have to.
'cause you killed a monster. And you have 1 kill for kills. I have 1 kill for kills going into my turn.
Bring it down only lasts until the end of my turn.
Yeah. Once because you've completed it.
Just a reminder to everybody in chat, make sure you do hit the like button on the video if you like what you're doing. If you're new to the channel, we'd absolutely love it if you'd go ahead and subscribe as well so you can join us for all of our shenanigans. And let's not, of course, forget our deployment streams before every episode and our content planning meeting every 2 weeks. Those are exclusive to the Gob Squad. If you'd like to be involved with those, consider taking a look at the membership community right here on YouTube. An absolutely great way to support the channel.
100%.
Join in, vote for Space Wolves. Get more wolves on the channel.
Get more wolf games. End of your fight phase. I am going to... Do I spend... Now that I've lost my CP battery, do I try and... Could leave that corner. So I'm considering whether or not I want to pick up anybody. I don't know that I really need to, because you have threats that are right here that I need to reliably clear out. So I think I'd leave them all. End of turn, I will pick up a squad of Raveners. I'll pick up the small squad over here. Yeah. Okay. So going to my turn, Luke, I get 1 CP. And tell me what I get for secondaries.
Tempting target and assassination.
Excellent. Which target would you like to tempt me with, sir? Of these 3.
Tempting target.
I do have 10 gargoyles also in reserve right now that have to come down.
So that means you...
And they can shoot and scoot.
They can shoot and scoop, but they have to land outside of 9, right?
Or they can land outside of 6 if they land within 9 of a tunnel.
Which those still have to land outside of 9, right?
The tunnel has to be outside of 3. And I have multiple tunnels on the table, so I can land outside with one of my Ravener, or with my Ravener unit that I just picked up, put them down, put a tunnel down, and then I now have the 9-inch bubble outside of 6. So I can project off of any of these tunnels pretty far.
All right, I think I have to pick the center one then.
Center?
Because this one, you can
move
over.
I can just put these 4 monsters in there. And
that one, you can just spawn gargoyles and automatically take it. So this is the only one that might
Seems
be
reasonable.
some difficulty.
And then assassination, just kill a character of which you have a number that are presented. You have a loot.
Yeah,
you have
wolf priest
him
up there.
here, And these,
Bjorn, Iron Priest,
there's nobody in the Thunderwolf squads, right?
the one
One wound lieutenant over there. Yeah. Yeah, I have options. And my challenger card is...
And your primary is.
Oh, my primary. I hold...
4.
What's your OC over there? I don't hold more, so I hold
2
1.
per.
2 per, and I think I'm only OC4 on that thing. So so I should have 4 on primary. Actually, it's technically an 8, if you want to count the 1 kill. We both have a kill. So we both have an 8 on primary going into it. And it just determines one of us will get another 4 for kill more, if we get a kill more.
All right, so again, secondaries, attempting target, an assassination, and your challenger card, secure extraction zone. So the stratagem, force a breach. 1 unit from your army that has not been selected to move this phase until the end of the phase. Each time your unit makes a normal or advanced move, it can move horizontally through models and terrain features.
It's normal or
And then, of
advanced?
course, your stratagem,
I'd love to just walk through.
or your secondary, rather here, starts in your shooting phase. 1 unit from your army that is not within your deployment zone and is within wholly within 9 of 1 or more battlefield edges completes immediately. You score 3 VP.
It's not an engagement. So
So you can just score you.
so he
3
just
VP.
stands there and scores me 3 VP.
Yep, and
If he survives to the end of the turn, right?
No, it scores immediately at the end of
Oh,
shooting
it
phase.
scores. God. Okay.
This is where some of the secret ones. And then yeah, the 0 CP one is fun too because I could just take. Is it model? It says unit. I could walk them through the wall if I want to. That actually opens up some interesting possibilities
It
if I want to do
absolutely
that. Kool-Aid Manning old One-Eyes crew to go this way to go and that was at 3. To go after that repulsor is kind of funny.
It's nasty.
Not gonna lie. I don't have any battle shocks to do because you have successfully killed just about everything you've touched. So we move on to the combats. I have a Lictor, which is doing nothing and isn't gonna.
How far do they move?
They move like 10. So, oh, these guys? Yeah, they should be 8. So they probably can't even like breach that wall. Current effects are 8. Yeah. So the back of this one's base is in the wall. So unfortunate. They don't fly forward. I can move. I'll be going for the free 3 VP by standing still over there.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Do you have to pick one or the other?
It is one or the other.
Oh,
yeah, if you end up using the stratagem, then it's gone, or you use get the victory points.
No,
whenever it
points
completes.
is.
Yeah, points are
is
points.
Easy there.
Yeah. I think we go and pick up. We're definitely going to come over and pick a fight with this guy, because precision is a thing. So you're just going to walk over there. I might just kill him dead with. Well, the X-Crin also has wolf, Thunderwolf target, so he has options. Should be able to.
Yeah, I'm in the terrain piece.
Yeah, you're touching the terrain, and I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, Raveners, you need to start doing something other than just creating tunnels,
Screening.
creating holes.
Secret tunnel.
Everything's on the table. You said you can walk off a board edge and come back.
Yes.
That's what your thing is, yeah. Raveners move 10. Yeah, they move 10. Come over here and help. Try and this way. Try and help save this Tyranids. And to maybe kill that man. And then we have gargoyles and 1 lictor. So it can be 6. And here. Drop a token. That could be. I think we go and maybe pick on that Iron Priest. Yeah, I think we do that. These Raveners. You guys.
Yeah, so in Marvel rival terms, Tyranid are actually Iron Fist. Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel.
That would be Jeff. Nom nom nom.
Oh, wise Jeff of the tunnel, please tell me your ways. Raveners move up. You can reactive. It's only blood surge into combat, not reactive into combat.
I have both.
The reactive
Is not into combat.
Not into combat. I am going to move here. So option for either of these two units to reactive.
I have 1 CP and I'm blood surging with that. So.
Okay. And the blood surge again, remind me, is anybody
Only
or
Wolfen.
just the Wolfen?
Or blood claws, but the blood claws are in
the
that
tank.
thing.
Yeah. And then we're going to do. I think we bring. Trigon.
All right, last call for vibe ideas. I see we've got 2, we need 4. So speak up if you got an idea.
Yeah, I think the Trigon comes over to pick a fight. See, what did we need? T5?
T5.
So would be 2s goes to 3s because he'll be strength 11. I think I like that. So we'll go to there. He's a snake. A snake! One Eye and Friends. What I'll do is I'll him over here out of the way. One Eye is going to stick his nose up here. This over here. I need to bring in gargoyles. Oh, I can also advance, shoot, scoot. Yeah, we're going to advance the gargoyles. So 15. I will continue to make you question whether or not you wanna. Do you want to use SCP now? I'm not in front of Bjorn's Flamer. I'm in front of repulsors that are covered in guns. Gargoyles are a bunch of fun, everybody. Alright, that's their regular, or their advanced movement.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stop you.
Okay. Then 10, shoot at range. You might pull the front guy, probably shoot this way. Put damage into them. You stay put. So then we have to bring in our reserves so things don't die. Alright, so we do this nifty little trick. This one trick they don't want you to know. So we're going to land within 9, outside of 6. Yeah. So we'll be 6 away from these guys. Goes there. So outside of 6, outside of 6. Which then puts down a token. And that token could be right there. And then from there, this lictor's going to jump out. It'll be outside of 6. So he'll be 6 away from both. Gargoyles. Just land them. I can't land them here because you did tuck up on me there. So we land them over there, I guess. You also screened out that corner. So I think gargoyles are just probably...
Is everybody in chat still feeling good about who they picked to win this fight?
Of course they are.
Oh, he's got a lot of bodies. I might have been a little too aggressive.
Says the guy who's got 10 more crazy 11 more crazy dudes in a truck that I can't crack. But yeah, no, this is, well, some interesting plays here. I have fights first, so if you walk into me, I can just fight you anyways. So I think actually, these fly over here. Alright, so we're going to land gargoyles back here, get them within 12. Because, chat, you want to know how you kill Terminators that aren't Terminators? You make them roll dice. Alright, cool. Outside of 9. Within 12. Okie you're all on the board, correct? So no rapid ingresses. I'm all on the board for now.
Yep.
Bang bang. Let's do. Tyranids is going to shoot out of combat, and he's going to shoot at. So he's going to shoot his stinger salvo into the lieutenant, and he's going to shoot his cannon into the repulsor.
Okay.
So cannon shots, and it's also an end of movement. Don't want to spend ACP to get sustained. It'd really only be for like melee things, because nothing that came out of a tunnel was really a big gun bug. So we'll go ahead and give sustained to the lictor in the center. Yeah, we'll give him sustained.
This?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, gunbug. -1 hit because it's big guns, but heavy, so it goes to 3s. Rerolling 1s into the repulsor. I will CP reroll this too, because I don't think I need a... I don't need to interrupt on my own turn, so...
It's down to 1.
Down to 1. There we go. It's not sustained, though. Strength 18, so 3s. Or, yeah, should be 3s. 2,
Those both
-4. It's not a 2-up armor. Oh, the repulsors are 3-ups? Oh, okay. So 2d6 plus 12. So,
Oh, yeah,
19 damage.
Yeah.
Casual 19. And he
It
explodes.
does explode. Okay.
Well then.
That might be a big one.
This
too.
is an interesting one, chat. The Raveners and the Lictor are by definition outside of range, because they have to be outside of 6.
We have Artie from SCP 40k
So not you.
celebrating 3 months as a member with us here. Great to have you a part of the community, SCP. Artie says, just wanted to come say hi.
Hello.
And also, my battle report just started. My golden janitors versus a buddy of his space puppies. Looked like that bat rep went on this morning. Yeah, so definitely go check him out.
Yeah.
And Corey Ash just got home. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Corey Ash.
Hello,
How are
Corey.
you?
How's it going?
It's 1d6.
Oh,
He
you did
took
2 damage.
He has a
and you
5
feel
feel
the
no pain.
Got it. Track it.
So now this guy.
Oh,
dead.
no.
This is a deadly. freaking-
Assassinate.
That's your assassinate for sure. Thunderwolves. 5. Oh my
Oh, no. This is going...
This is horrible.
This is the Tyranids shot that was heard around the world.
So that's what eruption skins really do.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, you always reroll those wounds. The
I
railgun
should have
seems
popped
good.
smoke there too. That was really dumb to at least have a save. Where else?
Sorry,
do I have?
yeah. That should be
That's
everybody,
it.
right?
Yeah, because I got this.
Because by definition, my
Yeah,
two are out of
that's
range.
all out.
'Cause, yeah.
Oh, and I gotta bring my boys.
Oh, right, and you have to see if you have to place them first,
Place them
and then
first,
you
yeah.
do the and they're automatically battle shocked because they fell out of a transport. That's a wolf guard leader. That's not Ragnar, correct?
Wolfguard battle leader, yeah.
Okay. Oh no!
We're all good.
Oh good. We're good. Yeah, this isn't Desperate Escape. These are just explosion wounds. Yay! The big tank is gone. I only have two things that can deal with it. One's over there and one's over here.
That was brutal, yeah.
Here's a Stinger Salvo into the Lieutenant, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s on the special. 4s because he's in comp. And you're stealth, aren't you?
He is stuff.
As I just it wouldn't matter
It
because I'm
wouldn't matter.
minus
You
1
get
either way.
Plus
Yeah.
or minus.
And strength 5, so 3s. So 4, AP 0.
Bunch of 3s.
And we got him. Oh,
One
yeah. Feel the
damage?
pain, feel the pain.
No, he's
All right, we got him, Coach. Okay. Good job, Tran Effects. That was really
That was
good.
huge.
That was a big deal. Alrighty, Trigon. He's gonna try and shock your dudes here. Hitting on 3s with reroll 1, sustain 2. Oh dear lord. I'm sorry, Dan.
You're fine.
So add 6. And strength 5, T5.
T5, yeah.
So 4s. So you got 5. AP 0, 1 damage. Okay. That's his zap. Let's do these gargoyles at advanced. They're going to shoot. They now have potentially a new target. I think they're still going to shoot here. Some of them are. So these 4 are going to shoot. So do they natively blood surge?
No.
No. Okay.
And we're battle shock now, so I can't do it.
And so you can't do it as a strat. So we'll do the 4 that can target them. We'll target them, and then the other 6 are going to go into the Thunderbolts. So the 4 that can target them, 4s rolling 1s, and then 4s. 1, AP 0. So can't even kill a guy. And then the other 6 into the Thunderbolts, rerolling 1s, and 5s. Nothing there. But as everybody who's ever played against gargoyles knows, it's shoot and scoot. That's all we're here for. So we're going to float over this way.
How far? 6?
6. Yeah.
No. How many can get on?
Not enough to stop you when if you're alive in your turn.
Yeah.
I can probably get. It looks like I can get 7 of them on. So that means I need to kill 7 or 8 of you guys. Just move closer. All right. Let's do. You have 1 CP. You can blood surge. If you blood surge, it is closest target. Correct. Still. So at the moment, it'll be Raveners. It'll be probably equidistant to those 2. I'd rather you not get into the Raveners, but at the same token, I'm shooting at you to make this happen. So let's start with the things that have limited targets. We'll do Maleceptor is going to go into here. +1 for blast. Oh dear lord. You kicked over the Hornet's nest.
Apparently.
Yeah. 3s. Rerolling 1s. Well, these are drunk hornets, so don't worry about it too much. And strength 10, so 3s again. Just 1, -2, 3 damage. So kills the wounded one. We'll do Old One Eye and Friends. We'll do, here's the blast weapons that no longer get blast. Just D3s. 4s full rerolls, because Old One Eye is angry. And then 5s, strength 5. It's just 1, AP 0.
Good.
Okay. And then spine banks, which they are now definitely in range. It's only like a 6-inch range. It is 5 shots each, so 10 shots. 4s rolling everything. And 5s again. Oh, okay. 5 AP 0s. On the bioplasma actually it was -2, but it's fine.
1.
AP 0s, yeah, 1 damage. And then spine banks. Or not spine banks, devourers. This one's the 24 shots. Alright. 4s. Rerolling. That was it. Thank you. These out. And then 4s. T6, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 AP 0s. 1 damage.
I had 1 on 3, so that's, that guy's dead. And 1's on 1.
Alrighty. Good. X-Ray never fired, did he?
Nope.
Yeah, I shot these first, and you pulled the one that was on that edge. Okay. He will shoot at the wolf in front of him then. 4-man, 5-man?
5.
5. So. 2s, rerolling 1s. And then strength 9, T4, T5?
T6.
Oh, I keep, yeah. So 2s and 3s, rerolling 1s. To hit. And then 3s. Alrighty, that's 6 minus 3 damage 3s.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Killed 4.
Oh no. It's just the chaplain left?
Yep.
Okay. Bang bang. Biowar's gonna shoot at the blood claws in the middle, which you're still at least 10. I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
order
already
one
11.
in. Yeah. So +2 for blast. 3 shots. And 4s because indirect. No 1s. And then strength 6, so 3s.
Biowar's in infantry, right?
He is infantry.
We do have a viewer watching from the start right now, reminding us that back in turn 1, watching from the start after Dan's Wolfen hit the Malscepter in turn 2, the Malscepter should have had a -1 to hit applied.
Yes,
Yeah, we talked about it. It
we
fell
talked through
back.
that. Yeah.
He fell back and didn't do anything, but yeah, his clap back,
His attacks in there.
He should have
done
the
like
-1.
one less. I think I rolled 1-3.
and I rolled hot on my save, so I just
Yeah.
said, let's just keep it. He killed 2 back, but yeah, we did mention it, but appreciate it. If you're watching from the
absolutely.
beginning, you might get caught up in.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Any
pointing
of
that out for sure.
Strength 6, dev wounds over here. So 3s. So just 1 at your normal armor save because it's
to who?
AP minus
Oh.
AP -1, but you get cover. So
And you said it is an infantry, right?
yes, he is infantry. Does that?
That matters because he's got the helm of the Beastslayer, which gives him pretty much the whole unit -1 AP income. Like
Oh, because
incoming
armor
is
contempt
-1
from
AP
monsters.
from monsters, vehicles, or characters.
Oh,
Units.
okay. Interesting. You should pay attention to that. All right, I think that's all my guns that were rather successful. These guys are not shooting. They're shooting here. Mostly because there's also just a one wound guy there. Fours, rerolling ones. And fives. That's 4. EP0.
Threes. Killed him.
Yeah. Got the one wound guy. Always respect the las gun. There's not really much I don't really want to move them closer to that. I think leaving them there is fine. Actually, in fact, they will go this way. They'll move closer to the tunnel. Alright. Charge o'clock. Let's do... Lictor's going to go in, and that's also picked me up a couple more. One more kill?
Yeah, that was a kill.
Yeah. Alright, Lictor's going to go in.
You have the...
Yeah. I mean,
for sure.
I'm about to give you a bunch of units that if I don't kill them, you have a non-zero chance of killing me back.
So no, but you got all like little things. The Repulsor, the Iron Priest, the Lieutenant, the Wolfen over there.
And then one in your turn. This guy here. Yeah. In your turn. So yeah, I have 4. And you have 1. You are already in combat with at least one thing, and if I charge into other things and don't kill stuff, you have a chance to claw back. I just have to be cognizant of it. We will put the Lictor into the Priest. He was planning on going after anyways.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Whee. Hey, buddy. Old one is going to go and he wants to get in a fight. 5, which is enough. 3, I'll do a pivot. Because of his big old base. Which, yes, chat, I do realize I have 1 oval base and 2 round bases. Don't at me. GW likes to change things up, and I have not updated my Carnifexes. Yeah, no, really, unless you're brand new to Tyranids, you probably also have Carnifex on round bases. Trigon's going to come in here. I'm going to see what Logan can do. Please don't hurt me. You're going to definitely hurt me. You do not have 2 CP, and you are vecting, so I can't do anything fancy over here. That Lictor is going to charge into the Blood Claws, because you got some juicy characters. Oh no. You moved closer to me, because I was 6 away. I don't know if a 3 makes it, though. 3 does clear his base, and 3 makes it, I think.
You sure?
Because back of his base...
Here, move the terrain piece.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. No. Stay there, Gargoyle.
Oh, yeah.
He's within 4, base to base. There's more than 4.
But he only moves 3.
He moves 3. So his base...
He'd have to clear the base there, right?
Right.
I don't think he does. He could probably just fight through the wall there.
Oh, because those guys are close enough to... Well, I'm honestly probably going to re-roll it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just fight the unit. I am going for the character. And you can't use precision.
The 3 made it. So you can re-roll.
Oh, well, the 3 made it, and then I could walk. My 3-inch, or I can pile into combat, because I won't be in base if I'm fighting through the wall.
Right.
So then I can just walk through the wall. As long as this base is, and the base is less than 3 inches. So my 3-inch pile-in to make it into combat, going either way, I'm visible to the character.
Yeah, I think you're good there then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll keep it as he's there within an inch, but he's not based because he's fighting through the wall. And then I'm about to. Now this tunnel is gone because when you fell out, you should be within 3. Yeah.
And then he was here.
Oh yeah, and then he's on makes the connection there. To which I think they're going to go and throw me a charge, please.
That's a 9.
All right, 9 makes it.
Just see even your opponent's charges.
Yeah.
Keep it down.
9. Ah. That's this middle guy. And 9 to there.
I see a question in chat about getting a Hobby Goblin shirt with the Space Wolves icon. At some point, maybe. At some point, potentially. You know, the guy that does all of our shirts has been kind of MIA, taking care of some other things. So once he kind of gets back active again, we can definitely see about getting some more shirt designs laid
I
out.
already walked away from it. Is that Thunderwolf within a one of the wall? Do you know?
I don't.
Probably not.
I don't think
but
so.
Yeah, no, I think he's outside that crease.
Do you want to bring this guy over here then?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm only going to end up getting because if I
Because
can't
if you pile in,
I can at least
they'll
get-
both
I can at
fight,
least get
and
two.
then maybe one won't fight.
because yeah, the one won't be able to fight.
So I already piled in for you, but
Yeah, that works. That's fine.
and I'm not interrupting.
You can't interrupt. You don't have the CP to interrupt anywhere, so we'll start over there. So we'll just do the two guys. Raveners did get a data sheet update. We are using the one that's on Warcom. It's not in the app yet. It might be up there today or tomorrow because the box just went on sale. But they had threes, rerolling ones, and then they changed from being AP1 1 damage, twin linked, to and 7 attacks piece down to 3 attacks piece, AP2 2 damage.
Nice.
Still twin linked.
I like that.
Yeah, so 3's rerolling ones, all those strategic ones, and then 5s because they're not within synapse and they're only strength 5, but twin linked.
Twin linked.
So just 1 minus 2 damage 2.
Good.
Okay.
I had one on 2.
Over here, as discussed, we'll hop out and hug these guys. Lictor is going to use his precision, and he's going to target the Wolfguard battle leader first. 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, sustained because I used the strat when he came out of the tunnel. So 2s, rerolling 1s. No sustained, as usual. And then strength 7, so 3s.
3s.
Because I'm not within synapse by any stretch of the means. So you've just got 3 minus 2 damage 2s on starting on the Wolfguard battle leader. He is
So
not a monster.
it's gonna go
He is not a
to-
character.
-1.
He is not a monster or a character.
Oh, he's not. Okay. But I did. I mean, he has a 4-up invuln.
Sure.
Let me confirm that. Actually,
Looks like
I did.
I
go in
believe
the
seeing the
shield,
images and stuff.
But I
of
think
them
the
usually-
shield only gives him the +1 wound. Yeah. So he has 6 wounds.
Okay. So you
And a
got
4-up invuln. He has sustained, and if he dies on a 2-up, he fights before he gets removed.
Oh, he's got fight on death on too. Cool. All right.
So,
So you got to make at least 1, or
Okay.
or just all of them. That works too. All right. Let's try it again over here, but with less gusto. No sustained, which means I'm gonna roll all 6s. 2s. Yeah. Here's 2 more 6s. And 6. 3s. Strength 7. So the Wolf Priest has 5 minus 2 damage 2.
he does have a 4-up. Takes 1.
All right.
Wolf Priest. I don't think he has any like feel no pain or anything fancy. Nope.
And, all right. Let's
Check 2,
do
so he's
Old
down
One
to
Eye and Friends. I'm gonna do Old One Eye first because I love Old One Eye. He's gonna hit on 3s, full rerolls because he's leading a unit, and then strength 15 because he's within synapse. So winning on 3s and 2s, full rerolls. Oh, full rerolls to hit. Doesn't reroll to hit. Yeah, of course. So 4 minus 3s,
Failed 1 damage.
3 damage. Oh, D6 plus 1. What am I talking about? He's a last cannon, 4 damage.
So he's dead.
And here's 8 more las cannons that are going to swing through, because crushing claws. These hit on 4s, full rerolls because Old One Eye. And then these are only strength 13 instead of 12. So still
Shame.
2s. So 4 more minus 3s. No. That 1 counts. It doesn't.
How
It's
much
mine.
damage? Oh.
D6 plus 1 each.
Even if you rolled.
Oh, yeah. So it's 4 and 4 again. And there's no reason to swivel onto the objective, even though I could. Over here. last but not least, and that gives me another kill. Yay! Last but not least of my chargers, Trigon Prime. Full attacks. Hit on 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength 11, so it would be 2s, goes to 3s because you're -1 to wound on your Terminators. Said reroll 1s. And then strength 11.
The -1 to wound?
Yep, 3s. So, 3. That's 8. -2, damage 3.
Need 4-ups. So that kills 1. Because
Yeah,
1 was on
wounded
3.
guy. Yep.
So
Kills a
kills another
second
one,
one.
and 1 on 1.
Yep.
Killed 2. I guess I gotta kill this guy.
Yeah, because Logan's still in combat.
1 on 1.
And Logan's about to body him.
No,
Alright.
he's not. He's not that.
You
tough
say
in
this.
melee.
He's gonna smash this snake skull in. And then we have ongoing combats now, so you have anywhere across the board. I have the Tyranids still to go, but again, he's 4 attacks at 2 damage apiece. So.
I'll just swing with him. We'll swing with that. Might as well.
Sure.
How many? What's the OC on the Raveners? Just 1?
Just 1 each.
So I'll do this. I'll do his teeth and claw attacks. Actually, no, just everything into this.
And T-Fex? Sure.
Yeah, I just got to try to take it out.
Yeah, he's like OC either, it's like 4, 5, or 6.
And with them being 3 wounds apiece, that doesn't really do much for me.
Oh, because you're damage 2 when you don't charge?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna swing everything into the.
He's OC 5 for reference.
Big guy.
Big guy.
So I have to kill it to take that point back. Here's 3.
Yeah, I have 8 on
littles.
there right now, so.
Oof.
Lethals.
3 lethals. Where's my lowest target? Did I kill it? It was the
You
high.
did. It was, it was a Swarm Lord. So, yeah.
Nothing. 3.
AP 2.
AP 2. 2 damage.
4s. Alright. Takes 4 down to 9.
9 attacks on 4s. 1 6. Need 6s. Nothing. Just 1 AP 1 damage.
He's good. I'll go do his attacks just to clear him out. 4 attacks. Mule kicks. Rerolling 1s. He is hitting on 3s. And then strength 8, so 3s again. Just 1. AP 0. Damage 2.
Good. Alright, I'm going to swing with just these 3 blood claws into him.
Sure. If you can pile in,
I don't want to pull off the. I guess if I pile in, kill it, I can come back.
or
right?
you can pile into the gargoyles, sir.
Oh, that's in yeah. Let's do
Yeah. This
call.
is where I was like, I kind of was hoping to kill the Lord. I probably should have swung in the squad because of this exact problem that's about to happen. Those gargoyles are unfortunately about to get murdered. I don't think that guy could pile in away. The last one you just moved.
Oh, yeah. I was
'Cause he'd
just
be
keeping him
moving.
coherency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keeping
you're right.
coherency, but yeah.
He's fine there. So
Yeah.
it's still those 3 swinging into the lictor.
Yep, yep.
Battle leader gives me sustained. That is not a.
Not a character, not a
Character.
monster.
I'm gonna +1 to wound it.
Sure. Now is that +1 to wound or lance? 'Cause lance is only on the chart.
No, it's just +1 to wound.
It is +1 to wound.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll confirm that.
Nope, you're good.
Uh,
That comes up sometimes. You'll see at events. People will try and play that with Blood Angels.
Yeah, it just says when one Space Wolves unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. It doesn't say anything about after they made a charge.
Well, but it doesn't give them the lance ability, correct?
It doesn't say lance. It just
Okay,
says
it just
until the
says
end of the
+1
phase,
Yep, yep.
each time a model in your unit
Add
makes an
1 to the
attack, add
wound
1
roll.
to the wound roll.
Yep. That's what we're
was there
looking for.
something else? The blood.
Because lance only
claws?
triggers on the charge. It's an important thing if you're playing Blood Angels.
Wait,
Any sort of
battle leader
reroll?
gives
Or
me
Blood
something
Claws,
else.
do they get a reroll or anything?
Battle leader. Reroll hit roll of 1.
Nice.
Okay, so these I'm rerolling. The 2s are out. Good.
Okay.
6s are sustained, not lethal, because you
'Cause
don't
then-
have a character.
Not a character or monster.
How many monsters or characters have
total
I killed?
killed
Just
2.
2. I needed 4. Okay, so these are the 4 coming back. And then strength is 4. Toughness?
T5 or 6.
So
Not 8, but more than 4. T6, yeah.
5. AP1.
4 pinholes. Or, sorry, no, he has... Does he even have an invul anymore? No, he lost his invul. He has a... You said AP1?
Yeah.
Damage?
1.
Okay. Takes 3, down to 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Five, 6. All right, these are the other chain swords into the gargoyles.
Yep.
I haven't swung my power weapon yet.
Sure.
Removing 2s.
And rerolling 1s.
6s I'm keeping.
Oh, yeah. Sustains, yeah.
Those. Oh,
Two
put them
back
right
in.
back in.
Yep.
All right, so need 3s here. AP1.
Okay.
That just kills.
How many? Is it at least 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. This is not Synaptic Nexus. They do not have a 5-up invuln. Which is further problematic, because I believe it got a tempting target, which is... I shouldn't have charged. I should have left him alone. Live and learn. Well, the gargoyles didn't
You
live.
really wanted the
I really wanted to do the character kill because I wanted to try and... I got bloodthirsty because there's blood claws.
Here's the
Something
two.
about blood in the water. I don't know.
I'm swinging over here now. Mastercrafted power weapons from the 2
Yep.
Terminators. Hitting on, or it's 4 attacks each, hitting on 3s. Yeah. Probably need 6s. What's
T10.
his toughness?
T10.
Yeah. So 6s, 2. AP 2 damage.
Right. Takes 2. Down to 11.
Now Logan. What does he do? Logan. Let's do this strike attack. 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Strength 8. Nice. Strength is 8. Toughness more than 8. So
Yeah,
5s.
T10.
That is 2. AP 2. Damage 3.
All right. Takes 4 more. Down
3 each.
3 each.
Yeah.
I'll take 6 more. Down to 5.
And then 6 attacks from the wolf.
Fenric and...
Fenrir and
Slifnir? No, it
Tyrnak.
shouldn't be Flifnir. Slifnir's a horse.
Tyrnak. 6 attacks on 2s. Right.
It used to be Fenric or... Oh, no, that's big guy. That's Russ's hounds. Fenric something like that.
What's his toughness again?
T10.
So just 1. AP1, 1 damage.
Good.
Nice. All right. That's everything, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Wolf
everything.
Priest.
Oh, yeah. Priest gets kicked back.
Can he kill that thing?
Probably.
All
Just
right.
for his hubris. I sent my 2
attack?
assassin bugs in, and they both failed.
He does have... Oh, it's only while he's leading a unit, so no more of that. Hitting on 2s. Strength is 6.
So
Toughness?
force, T6.
That's 3. AP 1.
Damage?
2 damage.
Okay, down to 2.
All right.
Well then, cool whip. End of turn. I will end up getting Assassinate.
Definitely.
I will end up getting Kill More, because I have
Definitely.
5 tier 2. And I will get the Challenger mission, secure extraction site from the Tyranids living, and continuing to just mule kick in the corner over there. I will pitch a tempting target, and I will get a CP because Swarmlord's dead.
Nice.
Your CP before the turn.
Yeah, so at start of turn, I'll go up to 3.
And I'm going up to 2.
And guess what? We don't have this turn.
No Challenger.
We're within.
We're
you
now
close
within
the
6.
gap. Okay. I am holding. What's his OC?
Not. Unless you're only OC3. I don't even think he's OC3. He is... He's actually is OC4, but I'm guessing Logan's more than one.
Funny enough, Logan is just one.
He's only one? Oh,
Look at
then
that.
I own that.
Interesting. Yeah, he's only one.
Interesting. You still hold 2,
I'm holding 2, not more.
but not more. Yeah. So he gets 4 for that. Let's turn 4?
Yep.
Turn 4.
And you got overwhelming force and storm hostile objective.
Got that, chat? Overwhelming force.
Storm.
Storm
Hostile.
hostile objective.
Interesting.
So kill him and kill him. And then that over there. Those are your 2 primary options because...
Yeah, no fallback in charge. I'm
tagging them up, that's a...
I'm seeing the gaps in this detachment. What I could talk about. It has nothing to do with your game, because your game has been strong. It's more about my list building and like...
What kind of options?
Stratagems are good, but there's nothing defensive. And the lack of mobility... Like
You don't have any like mobility
it has like
tricks and stuff like
the
that,
reactive move, but a smart player knows how to like
right.
manipulate
you,
those
You
reactive
guys have been
moves.
watching me account for 9 inches and stuff like that. Are they 5? There's 6 total, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So
because it's a 5-man with Logan leading.
And he's above half? Or is he
He's 4
at
wound.
half?
Yeah, he's at half.
And you're at half for the Thunderwolves.
Yes. No battle shocks to take.
Cool.
I'm just wondering what to do with Bjorn here. Because I think if I just end up stuck over there in combat...
Yeah, 9 wounds on a T12, 2 up armor save, and I'm making more than a handful of 4 and 5 ups.
I don't like it. I think you're going to win this game. And then the fact that these didn't kill enough over here means I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
No fallback in charge. And then if I fall back, these guys move 8, so it's
They
not
move
even
8.
like
Yeah.
it's not even like I can get away from them. That'll be a
If you run off the
8-inch
objectives,
charge
then
at the
then
most.
maybe, but like if you try and hold that objective, then yeah, that wrecking balls. Plus they move 10. Damage shoot attacks.
Yep. Gonna have to just
Sneaky technique.
either go that way. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna pick the big guy as my oath target.
Sure. Makes sense.
That way.
He is definitely a backfield threat that you do have to clear out.
I think that's all my movement. Because they can't move. They're just gonna shoot pistols. He's gonna shoot pistol. He also has fight first though, right?
I have fights first. Yeah, both lictors have fights first.
Nothing I can do about that. Might have to fall back then, so I could shoot here and charge there. Because if you fight first here, you could kill my boy.
Right. Or I could just attack the squad this time and try and kill 6 dudes.
Yeah, let's do it. We're falling back.
Fall back? Sure.
All right, now shooting. This into the big guy.
Sure. Did you have him with the las cannon or the frost cannon?
He has the frost cannon, always. Flat 5 damage.
Oh, yeah.
You already spent your
I've already done my blank.
blank, and he has a heavy flamer as well. Yeah, let's heavy flamer into the big guy. 5 shots. Need 6s, I think. 2.
How's chatting? Holding on.
2 AP1.
2 AP1. We're good?
Good. 1 shot. Hits on a 3. Wounds.
AP.
Just go ahead and roll. You have the 2 up, right?
Not
Oh,
AP 0.
Does not save that. Bjorn, Hellfrost, Cannon, Focused is AP 3, flat 5 damage.
Okay, so down to 4.
Down to 1, right?
He was at
Could have
9.
sworn he has 6.
He was at 9.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
If that would have redirected your shots, please redirect your
No,
shots.
no.
Okay. Yeah, because he was at 11 and he took 1 from the...
Look like a 6. I just misread the dice. That sucks. Okay. Let's... I have no shooting. Let's charge. Does Logan have a pistol? No, he doesn't. He has a Stormbolter. All right, charging.
Okay.
Man, that really sucked.
Check and double check me on that. But
No. Do you mind if I just keep them in combat then?
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I think I need to try to kill it with something. So I'm going to shoot pistols at it.
Yeah, if your assumption was that he was at 4, so you were gonna knock, or 6, so you were gonna try and knock him to 1 or dead. Like,
Yeah.
that definitely changes your battle. Like I said, change your battle plan if that's.
Shoot some pistols at it. All 10 of my boys are alive.
The only downside I have to spin downs or d20s is that 6s and 9s. These are pistols.
Yeah.
-1 because you were stealth.
Oh wait,
But
the
don't worry.
6 is a sustain.
Sure.
Nope.
And T6. So
Just one. AP1. Good. And he doesn't have a pistol, so we're just going into charges now.
charges.
Bjorn into the big guy.
Okay. I think 7 makes
That'll
it.
do it, I think.
Whee! Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's get in there. Not engaged though. Oh boy. All right, fight first. You pick one.
Yeah, I do have fights first options. Let's start with. We will start over here, and we'll put. Do I try and kill the battle leader? I think I go into the squad. I think we try and remedy my previous decision and try and just kill some Marines. Because right now the battle leader.
You could decide after you roll the wound, right?
Oh, the precision, the allocation of it. Oh, it's after you wound. Yeah. I have the option for precision. We'll say it that way. So 2s, or re-rolling 1s. One of the best.
So good.
It's
in this
such a
detachment.
good detachment rule. It just smooths
It's
out
like the
rolls
lucky
so
rule for
much.
halflings.
Yeah.
Like it just eliminates the bad luck.
Strength 6, so 3s. I will. You said he's got 4 wounds. He's 6
6 with
wounds.
the-
I will put it into the squad.
All right.
So 4 -2 damage 2s into the squad.
And he is not a character or anything, so 3 die.
So just kill 3. I feel like picking up 3 bodies was a better play than hoping that you fail all 3 of your 4-ups. So that's my first fights first. Then you have Bjorn, and then I'll get to fight over here.
Yeah. Because
I do have 3 CP actually, so I can actually just straight up interrupt. So I can force him to have a fights first. Let me see.
I think that's after I fight though. After your opponent's fight.
You'll have fought with Bjorn, your charger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I am bracketed. He is at the bracket. So he's going to be hitting on 3s.
All right, let's swing with Bjorn. Or Logan. Bjorn.
Logan in Dreadnought form. Got it.
6 attacks. He does have lethal already, so that doesn't give me anything. I did say that was my oath target, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
I don't think you missed with any of your
Nope.
your shooting, so it didn't matter. But,
Oof, 3 lethals.
okay.
These hit
Yeah, I feel like that T-Fex is
Strength
not long
is-
for this world.
12.
He is
Those all
T12, and they all wound anyways. 6. AP.
AP2, flat 3.
All right. 4s. Yeah, he's dead. Even with a reroll. Does he explode? Oh no.
Oh, he
Oh
does.
no. This is big explosion too. All right, into Bjorn. 5.
5, okay. 5 will feel no pain.
It takes 1.
Only takes
There you go.
one.
Bjorn's
Love it.
like, a fire, I was born of this. My Raveners, 4. So kills the one that's wounded and then another one. And then into the Thunderwolves. 5.
You've caused a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So killed him and one's on.
I have an explosive personality. Okay. That's this one.
I mean, T-Fex did last longer than I expected.
He did. I am super proud of him for living through all of that. Well, that explosion was rather
he will
exciting.
tag.
So we will interrupt. So I'll spend 2. Oh, I
It'll
have to
cost
spend
you all
3. But there's a chance he could just body them. And I think that's relevant. Because otherwise he dies. At 5 wounds, he dies otherwise. So, yeah, I think I spend all 3. Let's have the
That did
Trigon.
get me my overwhelming force too.
Yep. You killed a unit on the objective. 3s, because I'm bracketed. Rerolling 1s.
God, so good, man.
And then strength 11 would be 2s, goes to 3s because you're -1. Die, Alzheimer's, die! 9 attacks. -2, damage 3. I am battling Alzheimer's.
It's all 4s, so might as well just roll them all.
Yeah, they're all 4s. 3 damage piece.
So kills 1, kills another, and Logan takes. You said 3 damage piece?
3 damage piece.
He takes 6. He has 8 wounds, so he's down to 2.
Okay. 1 dead. And you have 1 kill. And then I have my just native fights first over here. Lictors are fine when they can fight 2 times in a row.
Do you fight with that?
Yeah,
now?
because fights first is a new. So in the fight phase, you check 2 things: ongoing fights and fights first. Chargers gain fights first, but then it still goes. The reason why I got to fight here before Bjorn is because it still goes. Priority goes to the defender for all the fights first effects.
But then how come Bjorn fought before him?
Because I fought with.
We
I did a
fight
fights
first.
Correct. It was in
Okay.
the fights first. We ping back and
Gotcha.
forth. So yeah, 2s, rerolling 1s, and strength 7, so 3s. You got 5 -2 damage 2s.
Dead.
All right, and I get a CP because I'm a lictor and I eat your brains. Logan gets to punch me in the face and murder my Trigon. Or the blood claws in the middle, if they want to do that. Or actually, the wolves over there before my Raveners get to attack. Or my Ravener
Yeah,
gets
let's
to
do
attack. Don't let me accidentally do 3 attacks and get a bunch of damage to it, because you have a 2-wound guy.
We'll end him. Let's do this.
Yeah, put him down.
4 attacks each on 3s.
Not a monster.
Strength
so
is 5.
So 4s,
2. AP 2.
AP 2s, 6 ups. Nothing. He's dead. So he's dead. I'll grab him. Actually, I've done all my combats, so you get to swing with Logan now.
Logan. I'll strike with him. 6 attacks on 2s. That's a miss, but those are 2 lethals. Strength is 8. Need 5s. Nothing. Just 2. AP 2.
All right, I gotta make at least
Both.
one of them, because there's 3 damage each, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta make one. AP 2, so 5 ups. Make one. Down to 2.
6 more attacks
Oh no,
on 2s.
I'm fine. And then he sent his dog on me and
Lethal.
bit me.
2 more. AP
2.
1.
AP 1s, force.
Down to 1.
I don't want.
You know what? I have CP. I'll reroll one of.
Sure.
It's too late now.
No,
It's too much time already passed. I should have rerolled one
Was
of
it
my,
miss one of Logan's? No, do
one
it.
of my wound rolls.
Yeah.
I would have needed a 5. All right, one more.
5 up.
It was meant to be. It was
Can't
meant to
change
be.
pants.
All right. I think that. Oh, blood claws in the center.
Yeah, that's right. I swung on them, but they didn't swing on me.
Let's just pile in a few more.
Yeah, you should be able to get
Like this
2
guy can wrap,
more in.
and this guy
Maybe
can probably
3.
attack.
3 more
right
in. Yeah.
These guys will just move closer.
Yep.
So 5 guys attacking.
Is there?
No power weapons.
And nothing on my end. Just
4, 5.
how's chat going over there, Luke?
Breeze.
Just Stormlands, Stormlands.
Yeah, they're just discussing
If this was Stormlands,
Space
Insert-
Wolves and Stormlands for sure.
I would have just been less deadly in combat. And I would have gotten closer to him to die faster.
I was going to
That's
say, you
what
wouldn't have had all the
Stormlight
lethals. Those lethals have put into work the things you have been hitting hard. Because I put a bunch of big, heavy bodies into you, so.
Gladius is the better one.
Yeah.
Stormlance, the thing I don't like about it is AP1, maybe AP2, because
It's like
now
Vanguard
the
Onslaught.
Wolf Guard.
It's the same
goes a
problem the
little buff.
Vanguard Onslaught Nids have, is that it just doesn't have enough throughput.
Not a fan. Strength is 4, so need 5s.
Yeah, it's T6.
God.
He's only got 3 wounds left, so might even have 2.
Oh, and I pulled the lethals, but they were also sustained because of the battle leader. So
Were
this
there
is 2 lethals.
Were there lethals from... He's not a monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, they're just
You did it right.
sustained. 3.
Your brain did it right.
AP1.
How many wounds do you have?
He's done 1.
All right, done. Okay. Well, a lot of things died, that's for sure.
Not enough.
Not enough. All right.
You have a battle shock here?
Yeah. So we'll go into end of turn.
Yeah, what
Did you get your-
I got overwhelming, and what was the other
You
one?
get 2.
He
wounds
killed-
or 1.
2.
Yeah,
He
2.
killed Tyranids. He cleared that corner. So 2 for overwhelming, and then what was the other one?
Storm hostile.
You
That
took
one
Storm
I got
Hostile
too, yeah.
because I also controlled that one. That was a very pivotal objective to flip. You got both of those. Cool. So I go up to 2. You go up to 2, right?
Yes.
I think it is valid. You're on 3 objectives. Holding this objective means nothing because I can't fall back and do anything. So I'm just going to roll it. But he has Synapse. He's good.
Nice.
Loves it. Loves it. Lictor in the middle. He is not Synapse. Yep, Lictor right in the middle. Giggity. Lictors are leadership 7, so yeah, he's good there. Because I don't have any negatives from any scary
Nope.
people or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. What are my secondaries?
Nope. Prisoners and
All right, recover assets. No prisoners for our secondaries.
Ooh. Okay, so kill things and then do some actions. Interesting. All right. Yeah. I think we staying there. Old one-eyed friends need to go and kill the world because that is what they do. So I'm gonna go 8. Old one-eye. Oh no, come here. And then there, and just straight across. Even with a little bit of a pivot. You're in combat, so that. I never declared they were going to stay on the board because they need to do combat. So. Excrin. Holding down. I have 4 for primary.
Yep.
And currently, Dan has 8. Because he had a kill and a hold. So I guess technically I have 8 because I have killed a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So. Ooh, I don't like this. I'm within 12 inches, Dan. That's rude. you have flamer.
12 inches for... Oh,
You
yeah.
have a flamer.
Not a 3 wound flamer. Like, you're fine.
I guess that's you D6. The only D6 shots.
D6 shots.
Yeah.
And the Hellfrost cannon is also... I could shoot
that's
the
right. You
flat
shoot-
5
you shoot
or
both, yeah.
the dispersed one, which would give
Couple
me
shots.
D6 with strength 6, AP1, 2 damage.
Okay. A combo of those that can do some damage. I'll give you the chance. I'm going to activate to move them. Would you like to Overwatch? Do you want to? Because if you Overwatch either beginning of my move or the end of my move, and I can
Yeah.
move out of line of sight.
Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
I'm down to 1 CP. Heavy flamer. 4 shots. They're T5. 4. Or 3, AP1, no cover.
One. So 1's down to 2.
And then Hellfrost cannon. 1 shot.
It's on 6s. Don't do it.
Nothing.
Yes, don't
Alright,
don't
yeah,
do
good
it. All right. Move 10. Hey, Lictor friend. That's not how you kill people. Let's show you how to kill people.
guys.
And Larry the Lictor is like, I don't even know you guys. Why are you talking to me? I think 8. 6 with a pivot doesn't get him on the terrain piece. So I wanted to pivot him on the terrain piece, then he shoots through it, but he can't do that. If he moves to here, he might be able to shoot it. Okay. Oh, actually, if you stand still, you can shoot. So never mind. I haven't done any of the positional. Oh, I have recover right now, so we can move the lictor. There. So we'll come over here and we'll advance Maliceptor. So it doesn't have anything really good to do. Here. Gargoyles will float around and they can recover there. He can recover there. You can stand there and die, probably. Shoot his gun at Logan. Stand there and shoot that way. And that's dead. It's recover and no prisoners. So I'll kill things and do 2 actions. Roger. Cool. All right. Movement. Shooting. We'll do, as stated, recover, recover. He advanced, so nothing to do there. These guys can't shoot anything because you're in combat
You said
with
the Lictor is
monsters.
doing recover?
Yeah.
Did he roll a battle shock test?
He did not. And he was here, which is outside of the ship, so it's relevant. In the box.
He's
An
good.
8. It's good. And that's me for
He's
a
good, but
dice.
it did cost him a floor dice for it.
I bought it with a floor dice. All right. Well, there's not a lot of guns going on. We're gonna do Exocrine downrange at the Thunderwolves.
Okay.
6 shots. Didn't have to move, so hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That reroll 1s is so good. And straight 9 versus T6.
Yes.
Right, so it's 3s. Just 3. Minus 3, you do get covered.
Killed 1.
3 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, so it just kills the wounded one.
Oh.
So
So,
then
he
moves the
takes
wound
3.
over?
Or he's down to 1.
They're 4 wounds apiece?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I didn't know that one was injured. That's
Oh, you're good. I think the Biovore, ironically, doesn't really have any other targets other than him. Like, he could shoot at Bjorn, he could shoot at these 2 units, but none of those are super relevant, so I will shoot the Biovore at the 1 wound. Do 3 shots. 3 shots. 4s rerolling 1s. And 4s, dev wounds. Nothing. Hokidoki. Again, don't have any other guns. So we're gonna go. Let's see here. That is what, an 8, probably? More than 8, less than 9. Looks like.
This is 9 inches, so that looks like 8.
Yeah, so an 8 for sure. All right. Yeah, Old One Eye is gonna. Yeah, we're gonna go over here with Old One Eye because they've got that squad of Raveners to go and fight the middle. That's a 9. Whee. These guys will. Yep. Go there, and then he'll pile
You're
in.
fine with the pilings.
And then he'll pile in. Raveners are gonna go into the middle. CX. Yeah, you reroll once to wound, which you didn't use on the gargoyles, but I think you killed them well over what they were. So this comes up to you. Oh, he's moving up 2. Okay. That lictor's doing an action. This lictor's in combat. X-Scrin's way of range. He advanced. He's in combat. Cool. Those are my charges. Should be outside of 6 here.
Lictor fights first.
Yep. We have either a lictor or one of my chargers gets to fight first. We'll do the lictor. He'll try and eat a brain. So 2s. No rerolls. And 3s. Should be 3s, right?
Yeah.
Strength 7. Yeah. So 6 minus 2 damage 2s.
5s.
And you're, no. So we'll into the battle leader. I went into the battle leader. Precision with the lictor.
Oh, so 4s then. AP?
Yeah. AP 2.
And damage?
2.
So
He's a feeling
dead.
pain, right? Didn't
No.
he have a feeling pain?
No.
Oh, he didn't have a feeling pain? You just made your saves before is what it, or because I had hit you with 3 before, but I think you made your saves.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
I
it
just
was.
made it.
Yeah.
But he is dead on a 2-up. He
Oh,
fights.
that's right. He gets back up, or he fights on death.
He just fights on death.
He just gets to fight on death. He's old Karn.
Let me see when that activates, because
Yeah,
if
it's
he dies right now,
if
it
it's
might
immediately,
fight right
that's a
away.
big deal. So
If this model is destroyed by a melee attack, if it has not fought this phase, roll 1d6. On a 2+, do not remove it from play. That destroyed model can fight after the attacking unit has finished making his attacks and is then removed from play.
which he's then. I finished making my attack, so now you get to
So now
kill
just
all of
gonna-
my
Yeah,
Raveners.
fight right into those Raveners. Like
For my troubles, you get to kill the Raveners.
5 attacks with the Thunderhammer.
No minuses. They're not monsters. They're not characters.
3s. That is a
But you
sustained.
sustained. Yeah.
And how many? I've only
Still
killed 3.
only killed the 2 monsters. Yeah.
Well, 3.
3 monsters. Sorry. Yes.
Still brutal. Strength 8, so 3s. That is 1 at AP 2, and this one's a dev.
Oh, I was about to be like, that's 2. It should be. So 1 AP 2 on a 6-up. So kills the wounded guy and then moves the wound over to. Is 2 damage each? 3 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage. So we'll just move the guy in the corner. We'll activate that unit. This one piles in, and that one will fight through the wall. 3 attacks piece. 4 guys left. 12 attacks. 3s, rerolling once. Rerolling once. Good conversions. And then 3s, twin links. 3, 6, 9, minus 2 damage 2s.
8 5s. 4, 5, 6, 7 dead.
I think that's the squad, if I'm counting right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Last of the Chargers. Old 1-9 friends. I'm gonna pile in. Let's do old 1-9. Let's go out with a bang. 3s, reroll once. Oh no, full rerolls. What am I talking about? It's
Well, you don't get to reroll the 1 twice, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull those out. I didn't reroll them right. I remember these full rerolls because he's in
Yeah.
there. But yeah. 2s. Logan's T6.
Yeah, I think he's T5. T5, yeah.
T5.
He's like a
so
Terminator.
2s. Yeah. So no rerolls, and I'm not gonna spend my 2 CP to reroll 1. So you get 2 minus 3. Laskin and hits.
He's dead.
Yeah. Minimum 4. Roar.
Crushing it, man.
Alrighty then. We'll shimmy onto the objective for reasons. For stuff and things. Okay. Well, cool whip. That was another pretty decisive turn. What recover for 2 zones. And then
What's going to be at the end next?
max no prisoners. I think I got 3 kills. 1, 2, 3, right?
How's the score now? Yeah, you killed-
2 each up to 5.
Yeah.
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 And then kill more. So another 4 points on primary.
You playing games still.
Got ourselves
3-point
a game. 1 round left to go.
Oh, okay.
Obviously without your recover at this point. But
Oh no, the recover
It does score
scores
right
at
away.
end of turn. Sabotage is the only one that lasts until the next. Should at least.
Completes at the end of your opponent's next turn or the end of the battle, whichever goes first.
I swear that was one that changed.
At the end, you're saying recover assets?
No, completes
You
at
have
end
the
of
card right
turn.
here.
The card,
At the end
yeah,
of
the
your
cards.
turn or the card.
They may
or
not have updated the
end
new
of
asset for
Yeah,
the
that's fine. All right.
because that's the old card. Yeah, and it's only 3 points.
3 points. Got it.
And I'm going up to 3 CP.
So tug it.
Okay.
And what's the
Secondaries.
secondaries? And I'm holding 1.
Yep. And you'll have 1 battle shot from the wolf guard over there.
Extend battle lines and defend strong.
Hey.
One more time for the mic. Extend battle lines, defend stronghold.
So extend, just existing gets you extend, and defend is keep me from clearing off that bag.
Yeah. I'm going to spend 1 of my CP for Insane Bravery to
Sure.
keep that guy alive. Well, what does that get me? I'm already holding it, and I don't need to
I don't know
score
that.
it
Yeah, I
at the
don't think
end.
that unless you're gonna spend a strat on him. If you're gonna spend a strat for like +1 to wound, but I don't think you really need it over here. I probably
Alright,
wouldn't do that.
let's do it.
Don't,
Yeah, I'm doing it.
you gonna do it?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
fine. Because I don't have anything much here left to do. So let's just start with Oath's target is going to be the Raveners.
Sure.
So move 9 inches right there. He moves 12. Just going to get him right here. Like I said, I already scored, so
Yeah.
you're jumping onto
And yeah, turn
objectives
5,
doesn't
getting
help
off
me.
things means that I've
You're
already
gonna
done
s-
overwhelming.
You're going to
but-
score more anyways.
Yeah, because I scored end of turn.
So I'm not stopping that. I just got to try to kill as much as
Get
I can.
get
here.
yourself some kills.
These guys are going to hide.
Yeah.
Advancing. Definitely hiding.
Get away from that Carnifex that just
Well,
ate
because remember,
Logan.
there's also purge.
It's kill. Yeah, it's kill points, things like that. 100%.
So if I kill 2 things here, hide everything else, you kill them back, then you're not going to kill
Then
them.
it's exactly it's a push at best. Because I have indirect, I can kill 4 models total. I have no direct shooting that will be able to kill the 5 models.
What's the range on the indirect?
48. So if you can even pull out of 48, that's even better. You do have to stay on your home objective.
Yeah,
though.
I can't pull out
And
of
you
that,
want to stay on
that's
your home
fine.
because you want to defend. The biggest threat is clearing this because these guys aren't fast enough to get to those things. So honestly, if you kill those 2 units, then we just pull my secondaries and see what. Caveat: I'm gonna put things into tunnels at the end, or I'll put something off the board at the end of the turn.
Right, but you can't uppy downy over here.
Correct. Yeah, the 12-inch drop. I can get close. I can stay off the wall. So stay off the wall because I can drop outside of 12, but then drop a token. That still wouldn't. You'd still bubble me out.
Yeah.
The best thing, the only thing that could get over there is if these rabbits.
I'm just wondering, can you advance far enough to, well,
You
no.
move 8. So
8. So
14.
then you'd only move 14. You cannot,
Yeah, they
impossible
physically
to
can't get to your home. So those things are the only threats.
Let's do it. He's shooting everything into them.
Sure.
Heavy flamer. 5 shots. Need 4s, right? Strength 4? Or strength 5?
T5. T5. Yeah.
So 2 AP1.
2 P1s. One's in cover that's wounded anyway.
No
so,
cover.
Oh, ignores cover.
Yes.
Yeah. You said AP1.
2 AP1, yeah.
Okay.
1
Um,
damage.
It ignores cover, so I'll just run the other. 5s. So kills the wounded guy in cover. 1 wounded guy.
Hellfrost.
Yep.
6 shots.
Uh-oh.
Love that.
Uh-oh.
Strength. Let me double check that because I don't
Bjorn's
know.
like, I have to do everything myself.
For real.
I woke up for this.
Been hiding behind the wall for this. Hellfrost is.
That's really what happened. Is he was just taking a nap over there. I caused a whole bunch of ruckus, and he's just like kicked down the door. He's killed all the closest things. He's just like, get off my lawn, go away.
That is 4 AP1.
Where's my son? Where's Grimnar? Get things off my lawn.
Don't talk to me or my son again.
AP1, right?
AP1, yeah. 2 damage.
2 damage each kills him.
All right, that's all I got. Wait, do
Does
Thunderwolves
Thunderwolf have
have?
grenades? Or
That's
pistol or
exactly
something?
what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
They don't have pistols anymore. They do have grenades. I'm
Okay.
throwing it at
2 wound lictor? 1 wound lictor?
yeah. What is it? 6? I've never
6
used it.
dice on 4 ups. Sound right?
He's dead.
You got him anyway. Yeah, you got your 2 damage.
I'm down to 1 CP now. And then charge time.
Yep.
Bjorn into the center.
Yep. I see
7
at least a
will
3.
do it. And then Thunderwolves into the center.
Sure.
8 will do it as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Boop. Bjorn. 6 attacks. On 2s. Strength 12. So
2s.
2s. 5,
AP.
AP 2, 3 damage.
6s. All right, super dead. So that's 2 kills.
2 kills. And that's my turn.
Cool. All right. What? I go up to 4 CP. At the end of your turn, you've killed all my Raveners. I'm trying to think. If I get behind enemy lines, let me do a quick. I do not know what I have. He moved 10. So we will pick up. We'll pick up. We'll spend 1, and we're going to pick up the Trigon at the end of your turn with, I don't know, Tunnel Rats. Can't remember the name of the strat. All right, what do I got for secondaries? So then I go up to go back up to 3.
I have to get real lucky here, I think.
I just want to make sure I got this
Sure,
right.
sure.
So you got 4 points for extend battle lines.
You got
Me?
4 for extend. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got extend. And he's got defend running. You can go ahead and score it to him because I don't think there is a humanly possible way or a bugly possible way, and definitely not a snakely possible way for me to get
And I
onto that objective.
got at least kill 1.
And he's got 4 for primary.
Yes.
So he's got an 8 for primary,
Yep.
and then he's got extend and go ahead and give him defend because
That's 3
I can't
points
stop
for
him.
defend.
You probably sounds right.
All these
I don't
new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
it
points
is
for
3.
defend. Yeah.
Okay. Now with that being said, you have display of might, and
Okay.
we're good.
And
All
mark
right,
for
for
death.
chat's benefit, display of might. Marked for death, the 2 secondaries.
Hey. All right.
What is display of might?
Display of Might is having more units in No Man's Land than you do. You have 2. I just have to get. I currently have 2. I need to walk him into No Man's Land and not lose a unit of those things.
And then marked for death.
You get to pick 3 units, and I get to pick a 4th one, and the 4th
Okay.
one is worth less points. But the
Yeah.
3 ones are. You got to pick one of
Bjorn
them.
and these 2.
Yeah. So Bjorn and those 2.
And then that's going to be your gamma.
Yeah. My gamma is the big duck that's worth less points, and then the little duck that's worth the actual points. Okay. Let's do. I'm going to do one of these stratagems. See if I have to. Because I can't get him back up to full, but I can. Replenishing swarms in the movement phase. Can heal or return models. Yeah, D3 plus 1 or... Well, the one I've been healing this whole time, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to spend 1 to auto-pass the Lictor. No, I don't. I don't need him to be auto-passed. If he's Battle Shocked, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to roll his Battle Shock. And then I will have to Battle Shock the Trigon when it comes back on. It's good. And unfortunately, the Trigon, I cannot auto-pass. But he'll roll 3, because he's become Synapse. Alright. I killed One Eye and Friends. Just need to try and bully the center.
Do you just have to like walk on things to win? I'm just wondering if you're
Possibly.
like delaying your win right now. Because you already have your 4. Did you give him his 4 for Purge? Or for Hold?
For
1?
hold, yeah, he's got 4 there.
Because I've got to at least hold 1. And I'm not holding more, and that's checked. I don't score at end for Purge, I don't think.
Oh, it scores at the top of Battle Round?
I don't think, I don't know.
Pretty sure,
I think it's that.
yeah, Purge
it
is at the
end?
end
Okay.
and then Hold is at the top, right?
Oh no!
they're
Yeah.
both
The
at
kills is definitely at the kill more is at the end. I'm saying hold more. I don't think
Oh.
going second gives you the advantage of scoring at the end of.
Or end of your turn if it's the 5th battle round.
Oh.
And you're going second.
Okay. So if I just walk on to, I can walk onto a second objective. What's the OC on those two?
Probably 2 on the Thunderwolf.
And probably 3 for Bjorn.
Bjorn is
Most box shreds are like
3.
3. Yeah, so
So
5.
5.
If I just walk them forward and then charge. Plus I can just drop over there for an objective.
Differential of 11 points with that 4 for Purge included.
But he
But,
still needs to
this-
kill one thing.
Yeah, I need to kill at least one thing, and then I have to probably
Which is pretty
get
much
these-
guaranteed there.
with the 1-win Thunderwolf probably. This
And then
should
that
be-
would give him your gamma points.
Yeah, because
We
what
can
I'm going to
kill
do is I'm going to walk forward 10. He was an 18. He is within 18? Let me touch him base. Oh, I think I'm just. Might be just in. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like you're in. Yeah.
So just touching, so I can still shoot. Remove Old One-Eye and Friends. Rawr.
And then I'm going to spend a CP for a reactive move.
Ah,
Try to get the hell away from you.
ah,
Watch me
okay.
roll a 1 though, because that's how I do.
Hey, why'd you call it? You roll it. You say it after.
No, man, I know the deal here, okay? So, just gives me an extra inch. No one complained about that.
No one complains about an extra inch. What are you talking about? And then
Call that the double down. You know what I'm talking about?
I can't believe it. There's the 6. Ugh, so
we'll move him 10. Just to hedge my bets. Excrem won't be able to do anything, so he stays put. Trigon is gonna be heroic. He's gonna pop out.
Chad is saying it's flat 6 with the dog.
Oh, your
wanna
Wolfen
double
and
check that?
Thunderwolves with your reactive move.
holy shit!
Yeah?
Sorry for the
Yeah,
language.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, you're 100%
Moving
right.
is extra 5
It's-
inches.
It's D6 unless it's a Thunderwolf cavalry or Space Wolf infantry unit.
Yeah?
Thank you, chat. I need an extra 5.
Extra 5.
Give me that.
No one's definitely complaining about an extra
Give me that
5.
And I'm getting.
I mean,
Out
an
of
extra
dodge.
5 might be going a little too far.
Somebody's probably complaining somewhere about an extra 5, but Trigon is going to be like, well, hello there. Hello there. As he pops out of that tunnel.
Can't do anything about that.
Pops out of that tunnel and throws another tunnel out because he can.
Yeah, appreciate the help on that, chat.
Oh, here's the sauce. So, also at end of movement, I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to fall into this tunnel and come out of this tunnel. Well, hello there.
Oh yeah, infiltrators are getting packed into my list right now. This is so insane.
Yeah, the fact that I put 2 gun bugs basically into your deployment zone off of those 2 tunnels is silly. Here's the check on the Trigon. He's good. All right, well, you're not doing anything other than holding an objective, which isn't bad. He should be 6 away from the Trigon, or the X-Crim, by definition. Shooting. Let's do... Old One and Friends are going to shoot at Bjorn, because that's the only target. So... should be 6 shots per spine bank. No, it's 5 shots per spine bank. 4s, full rerolls. And then 5s. Yeah, because it's T10, T9.
Logan or Bjorn?
Bjorn.
Bjorn is T9, but he also has the -1 to wound ability.
Oh, he's -1.
If you're tough, if your strength
If it's
is
the,
higher.
the higher thing, same thing. So spine banks would be winning on 5s because they're only trained 5. So you got 2 of those, AB 0. 1 damage each. Oh no!
Takes it.
Here's the plasma. Only 2 shots. Full rerolls. And then strength 7, so 5s. 1, -2. 1 image.
Good.
And then 24 shots from the Devourers. I'll nickel and dime you before I try and charge you. Do you have one of the... No, it's right here. Oh, no. No, what did I do with it then?
Is it a wound
Wound
counter
marker
somewhere?
This should be fine. I got it.
Oh, it fell, didn't it?
Oh, it was the one that I dropped.
Ah,
Yeah. There you go. Let's see if I can drop it again. The final countdown.
Holy cow. Hey, what's up, everyone? I just noticed those numbers that showed up, man. Hey.
Howdy,
Showed up
howdy.
just to watch me get my butt kicked over here. Actually, it's been a tight game. You
It
know?
is, yeah.
It's been
It
fun.
has been a hell of a game.
And I was like feeling grim after like turn 3, but I think
The scores are...
the scores have been like keeping me in the game.
Yeah,
for
you've
sure.
kept it... I managed to catch up with the Challenger cards, but these are...
Oh, get ready to hear me complain about those. All those free points you're getting over there, man.
All right, so you get 3 AP Zeros.
Into Bjorn?
Yarn. Yeah, this is the Devourers. Damage 1.
Man, he just...
Just nickel and diamond. All right. I'm going to shoot the Trigon at the 1 wound guy. It's electrostatic rattle. No, I think it's 8 shots, not 12, right? Sorry, chat. I am using like 3 pivotal units that it's neither of those. It's 6 shots. It'd be 3s. No, it'd be 4s, but sustain 2.
Nice.
And then strength 5 into T6, so 5s. I got 3 saves. AP 0.
Need 3s. He's dead.
Got him, coach. All right.
So he definitely earned his purge.
I got my purge 1, and I need to just kill Bjorn to stop you from having purge more. I don't have targets on the backfield. That actually would have been. Oh, I just thought of that would have been a spicy throw. If I had thrown him over there instead of going to shoot the center to shoot downrange at your infiltrators. Misplay of the century if I lose this game.
That would have been the smoke for sure.
Oh, all right. So here comes Exocrine into Bjorn. Oh, he's like, all right, everybody's looking at me now. 3s, rolling 1s.
What's going on, Taco Joe? How are you?
God, the rerolls.
Chad is on the edge of their seat waiting to see how this turn
These
shakes.
rerolls are insane.
All
Man.
right, this would be T9, right?
Yeah, he's T9, yeah.
So 4s. There's no -1 to wound because I'm. All right, here you go, Bjorn.
3.
It's 3, -3, damage 3
I should have smoked.
for the Allfather.
Do you care if I smoke just for
Go
the
for it.
AC?
For the additional.
Yeah, obviously I would have helped with the shooting, but God, yeah, that was like what I was saving it for. I have nothing defensive. Here it is. AP3, you said?
AP3.
Down to 2, need 4s.
6 damage.
6 damage, so...
Make them feel the pains. Make me charge you with old one eye. Make my old man fight your old man.
No, this is it. Yeah,
Took 4.
he's done it for you.
Ah.
No explosion. That's it.
Alrighty. Woo!
So, not purge more.
So neither of us got purge more. So just keep your score locked in. To
He
what
is
it
holding
was.
more though.
I'm gonna get hold more, scoring at an turn.
I did get defense.
You get
the
defend
stronghold
for 3. I don't know if that was already factored or not.
It is.
Okay.
Display of mind, you got more units.
I killed everything in the middle, so definitely get that.
You get marked for death.
And I got a mark for death. I got
You
a big
did.
mark for death because I got Bjorn.
There.
Think you're gonna win it by 6?
By 6.
Woo!
That was exactly
That
his free points he got.
Exactly. That's right, chat.
It was a tie.
That's the 6 points right there.
Well, what is a sad battle cry sound like for Space Wolves?
You don't ever hear it.
But we want to hear it. That's good enough for those floor dice on the AWU, isn't it?
Ow!
Sounded more like squeaky bed frames. Don't worry, Dan. You actually took over floor dice lead with a $10 super chat off of Curse Cowboy.
Love it.
Rooting for Dean P here, right there at the buzzer. That was a hell of a close game, guys.
Man.
That was a brutal one. I was worried that when you made that center chart, like that center push, I was like, can I actually push that away?
Yeah, the best 40k is decided in the fifth round.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
I lost a game on a 4-up rerolling on bottom of turn 5.
Yeah.
And I've tied one on the exact same situation.
We've all
Those
had
are the best.
plenty of games at events where, turn 3, we're
It's
already
just a blowout.
dumpstered.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, well, I'm tabled.
Let's
That's
just
cool.
handshake this
Yeah.
one, right?
Let's handshake and
We've
go get
definitely
beers.
We've
Like-
done that on stream here as well, and sometimes that's the right answer, right? But when you can get a game that goes all 5 turns just to be decided at the very end of it,
That was crazy.
that's a hell of a good time.
That was that was brutal.
Great work
And it was a
by you guys.
high-scoring, close
Step
game
over
too.
here too. I see White Chocolate keying in as well. $10 super chat. Dice for the false wolf. Just piling on,
Oh wait, that's not me.
Dan. Well, hold on.
Snake.
Hold on. Yeah, Dean just gave us a legitimate AWU, didn't he?
Oh,
Give me
100%.
that dice.
Dan,
100% give me
is
that
that a tie now?
No, because Dan was the champion.
Well, Dan, nothing can save you.
All right, let's do it.
Let's talk about it. New Tyranid detachment. How do you feel about it after this go up?
This thing is glorious. I love that. The fact there's an excrement. Everybody at home, and I'm going to send this to you guys. I left my
Personally.
deployment zone specifically. I'm sending this to several people because I have a bad habit of leaving my army in my deployment zone until I turn 4.
Right.
Notice where my army is right now.
Right.
It is all midboard, including ones over there that didn't walk over there. They fell in this
Just
hole.
came out of your deployment zone on turn 5.
Yeah, they just
right.
exactly on turn 5. But they fell out of this hole and they fell over there. And that Tyrannifex that held over that corner,
They did Downy Uppy.
they downy uppy.
Oh, I just came up with that. I'm
Yeah. Trademark.
You heard it here first, folks.
But no, the tunnel system is great because it gives you the ability to reposition because NIDs aren't super fast,
Right.
and so being able to move gun bugs. Sometimes this Exocrine stood here until that last turn, and he shot at 1 or 2 units that he threw into me. If he waited until turn 3 or something like that and just clumped around those L's, I would have had 3 or 4 gun bugs that just didn't do anything.
Right.
They just would have chilled over here, and then got assaulted by a million wolves.
Right.
Versus because I was able to blunt that with some of my other sacrificial things, I could all right, cool, now my lines can jump yours, and now, like we were talking about back there, that would have been a play of the century if this had been I lose unless I kill 1 more unit sort of thing.
Right.
To throw that Exocrine around that corner and just shoot at 5-man squad.
That's right. That's
And
true.
be all right, cool.
So stack it up against the existing Tyranid detachments. If you were doing a little tier list, what is the S tier detachment? and
S
where
tier
does this
right
one
now
fall?
still feels invasion fleet because it's the Gladius of NIDs. It lets you do feel no pain, it lets you do doctrines, so you can modify whether you're fighting it. You can give army-wide lethals, but this one's got to give a close run for it. If it's not surpassing it, the reroll 1s to hit army-wide, huge, amazing.
Right.
I played Synaptic Nexus specifically for a stratagem to be able to do that against 1 unit.
Right.
This whole army just gets to do it. And then the tunnels. Just adding that
Tunnels are a very cool aspect.
yeah,
of
the
it.
tons of mobility and stuff like that. They're just
I
great.
don't love all the uppy downing in the game. I've
this is
complained about
true.
it in the past, right? The best part about the game for me is table state, and when you have a bunch of uppy downing
When I can just
stuff,
change
the
constantly
table
the table
state is
state,
like
yeah.
a magic trick.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
Again, it's oh look, this Exocrine, he's not the Tyrannifex that I deployed over here. Turn 2 was over there and
Right.
lived there for 2 turns.
So I'm naturally inclined to not like it, but it seemed fun on the table tonight.
I also will counter with I agree. I don't like a lot of the uppy downing because playing against GSC is oppressive because you're nothing is where it ever is. For the entire game, all the time.
Right.
At the very
Grey
minimum,
Knights,
I would
too.
say with this,
So
yeah, Grey
annoying.
Knights,
So
100%. As I'm playing into World Leaders now, moving soon, I do not want to play Grey Knights
Yeah.
ever.
Not that we want to
They'll
hurt
never
any
be-
Grey Knights' feelings out
Yeah,
there,
but they'll never
your
be.
army is annoying.
Yeah, because you're never where you're supposed to be. But at the very minimum, this is at least a conditional uppy downy.
Right.
I do have to, yes, I have Raveners that are 125 points, downy uppy. Yeah. The downy uppy part of it is conditional. And Had I not, like, the turn effects had gone down
I would
earlier,
argue the conditional thing is still, this is the best version of uppy downy there is.
it gives me the 6
You can
inch.
drop it 6,
Yeah.
you can
still
move your
charge.
monsters, not just infantry, and you can still charge,
Yeah.
shoot whatever. It's by far the best.
It's amazing.
It is very
Don't get me wrong. It is
It was
amazing. It is
insane,
very
man.
good. I will say that this is also the first time you played against it, and for anybody looking at it, getting near them, it's kind of like dealing with spore mines if you're an army that likes to advance and charge. You have to deal with those. If you can deal with my forward deployed tunnels, like actually that's why if I were to say an only potential misplay I saw in the game was when you were conservative with the Thunderwolves. I think if you had tried to push, I know you were going to be weirdly
I
strung
think
out.
it was
You might
the
have
terrain
popped-
piece was keeping
It was
them
gonna
out
be
of,
close.
maybe I could have moved the terrain piece and just had it play flat like that, but
Or even like splitting in half. It might have, again, not to say that's the only thing or like the pivotal thing in the game, but you could have popped that tunnel, I think, because of your movement. Like if you had raced past.
can I can remove the tunnel?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
get
Well,
close
that's
enough.
good knowledge.
Yeah, that's why I went and picked it up when
Right.
you originally measured it out. I was like, oh, well, he's just going to blow that one out, and now I'm stuck, like, still in my
Yeah,
deployment
I
zone.
had no
popping
idea
out
I
and
could
things
get rid
like
of
that.
them. That's
So,
good
yeah.
stuff for sure.
So let's talk Space Wolves. Again, incredible numbers tonight. Lots
Oh, yeah.
of Space Wolf fans showed up. I'm sure we had plenty of people show up for Dean P as well. But wolves are pretty popular.
Sorry to let you
especially-
down.
Especially at the moment here.
Snake bite. Snake
And
bite.
with a game that close, I don't think it was a letdown.
No.
Right? This is a dice game after all. It is a game of odds and averages. And sometimes those numbers aren't going to show up for you. That just is what it is. But let's talk about the Beastslayer. How are we feeling about the Beastslayer detachment?
It's out of the 3 detachments, I think it's my second favorite. It has a lot of punch, but I think it lacks in the ability to advance and charge. That's why I really like Saga the Bold. And then the reactive movement and the purge movement is also nice, but I think the Bold offers just way more. The full rerolls to hit, advance and charge, and the counter assault, which doesn't require you to charge me. If you just
Oh, that's right. You
end
can
up
just be
within 6 of me, I
and
can
it's
charge
old,
you.
It's old heroic.
Old
Right.
heroic is, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's the strong detachment. But going back to this one and this game, I don't even think I could really pinpoint a moment that I made a bad play or anything. I think it was just your good plays and maybe some luck of the dice. Not that it was skewed in any which way. I just think. Yeah, maybe it was off from the list building, and I might have been a little bit too aggressive from the start. And then also, you were really conservative with your monsters early on, so I wasn't able to get my sagas off. And then Beastslayer is very aggressive. I didn't have a lot of like the fact that there's no defensive strats. And you popping my repulsor. Oh, yes.
That's-
There was a lot
that's
of things that happened that were just like,
That's
oh
probably
my
the one
God.
thing. I think you're keeping the repulsor back until like the turn 3 there to give me 2 chances to try and pop it.
Well, I had it
You were
nice
gonna-
and snug
You were
right
gonna
here.
try
I
and
didn't
hop
think you
everybody
could
out and
teleport
roll through. You didn't realize I was going to ninja flip a
Tyranids
Tyranids
across
over
the
in the
board.
corner.
But yeah, that's
Why we do this end of stream talk down just to work through our trauma together.
that was
That
brutal.
repulsor was definitely a bad touch in the no-no zone.
One thing I
tonight.
definitely learned though, and not just from playing Tyranids, because I rarely play Tyranids on stream because usually I'm the one that plays
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So, but with Death Guard on their way and Dark Blood Angels making a comeback,
Mm-hmm.
I think Uppy Downy is going to be a problem. So I'm going to have to pack in more infiltrators in my list because I love just having the ultimate protection back here. Maybe even throw in a Phobos Librarian so that you can have like lone op with
Yeah.
that unit, so you can even have them like poking out here and not have a fear of something coming over here and just deleting them. You're just
Right.
Yeah.
fully protected.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, great game tonight, boys, for sure. Lots of fun to have Dean P in the studio.
Yeah.
He will be joining us tomorrow night as a little audience member and hanging out while we stream. Again, tomorrow is Rob on Blood Angels versus John on those shiny new Thousand Suns. So that should be a real good time as well as we really check
that
out
painted?
some of the other stuff.
Some of it
definitely
is
not.
assembled though, at least.
I mean, I hope so. Can you imagine like moving a unit of sprues
Just
around?
a bunch of
It's just like it's just like full sprues.
This is my Magnus base.
He's just gonna bring a box, like
Right.
just the
Just
box, and
just
moves the box
that
around.
comes in, dude. We need to do a game of box Warhammer one
that's
night, dude. Well, clearly I can see it, right?
Yeah, I have the Magnus boxes here. That's the full sight, line of sight, and everything.
So last thing we have left, of course, guys. Getting these credit rolls read. So Dan, of course, is our floor dice winner of this evening, which we call it a winner. I don't know how much it feels like winning, but
He gets to know everybody's name.
congratulations. And our vibe tonight
He's a drunken Viking.
is if Rob was a Viking, or if Rob was a Space Wolf player. A drunken Viking. Guys, thank you so much for coming out.
So that means you're
Viking-esque.
That third's drunken Viking.
It's got a horn on it.
Thank you guys for showing up. Here's our credits.
Treachery, Moonlit and Harry, B-Ravens, Jason Langer, White Chocolate, Skål, Vilka, Madda Vilka Fenrika, Grotworks, Eric, Team P, Hobgoblin, 21st Century Legend Wargaming, Grotskis, Enter Erebus, Dastardly DM, Evil Knievel, Cobb Squad, thank you for joining us. Almost functional. Why do I sound like Arnold now? Manuel Quintana, JT Vake.
Guys, thanks again for joining us. We're going to be back here tomorrow night. Hope to see you there. If you like what we're doing, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hope to see you next time. Until next time.
Get ready.